Not really. It's just I just abuse me. I mean, sometimes I'm naming people. It just things pop into my head and I just roll with it. So I decided on Lord Engineer Benny. He's not based on Benson in any way. But it's a cool name. I don't know, and it seems to make Hayden smile as well. I don't know why. So, where were we? Oh yeah, is he doing all right? By the way, is he?
Yeah, fine. Yeah. He's
I've not
ward
seen him in
manager
ages.
now, so he's moved up in the world from being a porter or whatever.
Oh, that's jolly good. Jolly good. Yeah. Okay, so back at the mutant holding pen.
The pub and you didn't want to hang out here because I'm a little time. Oh, sorry.
No worries. Okay, back at the mutant holding pen, the acolytes reunited. They had a little free time to engage in their own pursuits. Tommy Lee carried on his painting. It was looking rather ghastly. Sometimes you need to have a little faith that things will come together. Cletus started the process of making moonshine. He did so in the fashion he always had. He removed some of the tubers and then got into the drum and started to mash the vegetables. The magical process of fermentation had begun. What he needed next was a distillation still. Oh, and bottles or jars, lots of them. Nixios took a little time to relax. It had been a long week. Laura Skysinger, personal assistant to the Master of Coin, arrived. Courtney had commed into her earlier, requesting clothes for the lizardman. Various requests for apparel and armour were placed. The armour would have to be made bespoke. Laura warned that the technomancer would need to be involved, and that he bore a grudge personally against Nixios for the significant structural damage that the ship had endured during his crash course in pilotry. It seemed as if the technomancer hated the adept for the harm inflicted upon the ship. Later that day, an easy source item, a pair of overalls, arrived for Cletus. Courtney returned to her luxurious chamber. En route, she saw a monotask servitor cleaning seditious graffiti from the walls. She called it in to the Inquisitor, but her vox was diverted to his right-hand man, Mattis. She was thanked for her diligence at reporting this in. Mattis informed her that no witnesses or servo skulls had seen this act of rebellion. Crew levels and servo skull numbers were low, following the repeated venting of the ship to space. That night, Courtney dreamed a vivid dream, the first she had remembered having since the Tyrant Star came to her homeworld and saved her from execution, from the lynching at the hands of her fellow villagers. She dreamt of Jagannatha and the orrery and the miasma. And then, in the nature of dreams, she was there in the heart of the miasma, surrounded by the tumultuous warp storms. She saw 5 champions battling to control or destroy the power of the warp rift. No, 4 champions, for one had fallen. A gambler, perhaps, burnt away to ash as his playing cards burnt in turn. The last to burn was the Black Joker. Then she walked the streets of some foreign city, a city of brass, a place where man and mutant, Xenos and demon mingled and lived and trade. And in this place, the only currency was blood and souls and life. And next, she dreamt of a world repulsive, milky white, like a dead eye. On the surface of the world, vast war was raged. Here was the key to it all. Here was the end game. And finally, she dreamt of a knife, cruel and hooked, steeped in death. And she knew that if she died here in the dreaming, she would die a true death. Courtney fled the dream and the knife, and awoke covered in sweat. She did not sleep again that night. The next day, increased rations arrived for breakfast, and this seemed to sit especially well with the fat mutant, 33. He had spoken with Cletus and told him that he was willing to give up the medical samples to the good doctor. Cletus and 33 seemed to be getting on well, Cletus having smuggled the strong man a few yams. The lizardman seemed to be building up a bond with each of his slave mutant companions, despite the lack of social graces and fearsome appearance. The doorbell rang again. It was Laura. She arrived seemingly flustered. Outside, the guard had been doubled. There were now 4 members of the Inquisitorial Guard protecting the door. Laura warned that there had been a murder last night. One of the nurses had been brutally and repeatedly stabbed and her body stuffed into a vent. Tension was rife on board the Malevolence. The adept Nathaniel was overseeing the investigation. But the murder wasn't the reason that she had come. She bore a mission from the Inquisitor himself. 2 tech adepts and 2 stormtroopers had gone absent without leave. They had stolen a fuel cell from a technical workshop and disappeared into the underdecks, a sprawling, poorly maintained area of the ship. They had headed towards the heat exchangers that regulated the excess heat from the cogitators and the mass drivers and diverted the heat back to engineering.
Sorry, quick question. Are those the primary heat exchangers?
Or the secondary heat exchangers? No,
because we can't have any firing in there. You know what I mean?
No grenades.
Yeah. Pass all your clips in now. It's going to be like.
Very good.
I read your notes. Sorry.
That's it.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nice. Like I say, there was a time when I thought I'd be happy without the introductions during my intro, but then when you actually all stayed silent, I found it really off-putting.
Weird. Sorry,
really
mate.
weird, really quite disturbing. So
did it feel like
cherish the interruptions?
Did it feel like quiet judgment?
It just felt weird. It felt really weird when I had that complete silence. So
yeah.
Anyway, right. So where were we? I've lost my place. Okay, so the Technomancer advised that theoretically there was a threat to the ship. It was thought that these deserters could be saboteurs serving Morland's Spinebreaker. Servo skulls sent to follow the deserters had been incapacitated. The Inquisitor had commanded that Nixios take the new, improved Cell 54 and track down and deal with the deserters. Laura, flustered, acknowledged that the Inquisitor's orders seemed to make little sense at all. I mean, it was logical not to pit Stormtroopers against fellow Stormtroopers, but why not send Cell 53 or Cell 7 to deal with the threat? Nixios suggested sending Yarn in. He could probably deal with the threat single-handedly. Laura agreed. Cell 54 was not ready, was not properly equipped. But the Inquisitor had insisted that it had to be them, and it had to be now.
Suicide mission, then.
Laura had faith in the Inquisitor, who was taking counsel from the Navigator, Ezra, the Pyromancer, Jagannatha, and now perhaps from Yarn as well. Each of these psychers had the prescience, the ability to divine the future, or so it seemed. Lucius was trying to walk a precarious path towards a very specific future, and that was why his decisions often seemed so questionable, why his choices seemed to invite chaos. Nixios took all this in good humour. Compared to his mission down to the mines of Mother, this would be a walk in the park. Laura smiled, growing in confidence, as Nixios took it all in his stride. The ship was closing down corridors to allow Cell 54 to head to the underdecks unseen. Laura would escort them there. Now Nixios prepares his team, equips them as best he can. And now the A-Team would face their first combat operation.
Dun, 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 dun,
Du-
dun,
du- du-
dun, 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 dun,
So-
boom.
I'm gonna just send you quickly my idea for my next character, Alan. I've pre-made it.
That's the smallest guy he was on about a second ago on the chat.
Sorry, what's that?
Are you going to make, what was it, Ace Gaiden?
Ace Gaiden.
The guy with the biggest ego in the galaxy. Well, no, because like one galaxy is not big enough to keep his ego. That's my next character for Get Rid of Me Badly.
It looks like Dave's been reading your notes as well, Alan.
Why? Oh well. What? Where it says on my notes, kill Tommy Lee Dangerfield. Underlined 3 times. No. Tommy Lee's great. He's an absolute riot. Tommy Lee's an absolute riot.
I like Tommy Lee.
He's a blast.
He's great.
So, right, guys. So we're going to start off. You're in the holding cell. There's the 4 of you here. The servo skull of Nixios hovering behind him. And there's Laura Skysinger. And you're all stood around a drum of fermenting yams.
Why wouldn't we be?
So we're just going to do a little recap on the back end of last session where Hayden started to drift off. So what we've been doing is just a bit of inventory management and getting weapons and what have sorted out. So I'll just repeat a bit of what we did last session. So I'll start with Courtney. Here's your character sheet, Courtney, and the gear that you've got equipped. We've got rid of the auto gun. That's because you've given that to.
Yep.
You're giving your auto gun to Cletus.
Yes, I have.
And so are you happy with how your character sheet's looking? Is there anything you are happy? There's no changes that you want to make.
No changes whatsoever.
Okay, good stuff.
Proceed.
So we'll go on to Nixios. So this is Nixios. So you do have 2 different weapons, like missile weapons. You've got your leader rifle, and you've also got your overseer's revolver. Sorry, say something.
Yeah, I got a medikit. Hey,
Yeah, the medikit's there. Yeah, you got that. You got a payout. I can't remember when you got. I think you got a payout from the armory, from the interrogator, and I think you got it from the armory, I believe. But yeah, I'm not certain. But I'm pretty sure you got a medikit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. So are you happy with everything that you see there, James? Is there any changes you want to make?
What was the crystal from? Was that from the mine?
You picked up in the mine. It's just a random crystal you found in a mine. And for once, it's something better to put there. I put it. It's just a grey item in a charm slot.
Yeah.
It's just a crystal. It's just there for good luck. So you're happy with that? So we'll move on to
Cletus. What's the tag thing array good for again?
So it gives you +5 bliss skill, +5 to awareness, and it also gives you dark vision.
Called the crystal of Xenos Defiance. Ironic.
Is my.
So yeah, now's a chance to have a look through your character sheet, see if there's anything that needs, swapping around or anything like that. If you're happy with your loadout.
Yeah. So say again. Sorry. +5 bliss skill, +5 perception. Anything else?
Yes, it also gives you dark vision.
Nice one. That's it. Oh, there was something. Lovely.
Are you happy with all that, mate? Shall we move on to Cletus? Okay, so Cletus, it's not quite a pretty story.
Oh, I've got a hat as well.
Hats and dirty scruds.
You think you can take this explosive collar off me in case my head gets blown off by a stray bullet or something else? I don't mind losing this item. Definitely not.
Seeing
Right.
that lizard
So,
and that accent is just tremendous.
just a bit of armor, a plate I can strap onto my chest. You
Do
know,
you have any plates to?
I'm gonna comes into the chef. Into the thing. Can we have a plate? Can we have a plate delivered down to?
Plate, Courtney.
Make it two. Make it two. One for each nipple. Thank you.
Okay, you try to comms into the King's cook, but he's not responding to comms at the minute.
okay, anybody got any swords, axes, anything I can use my extra two hands? Just, you know.
Afraid I have no melee weapons.
Okay, anywhere we can pinch some on the way down?
Well, we'll have to see what we can loot off our quarry. But I don't think we're going to be able to get any on the way.
Has anyone
Okay.
got a melee? Has anyone got a melee weapon they can spare Cletus at all? Or
A knife, maybe.
Millie's.
have a look at your inventories, guys. See if he's got anything that you think's suitable for him.
Oh, there's yelling. Another word we go.
I say you've got to leave kind of straight away for your mission. So if you've got anything here that you can share with each other, that's all well and good. But
Yeah,
Dave,
see,
like you say, there will probably be things that you can loot while you're down there. So you might just have to pick it up as you go along.
I've just got to say one thing because I don't know whether Dave's just tired or unimpressed, but
He does look.
I'm sorry I missed the game. I'm sorry I missed the game. I still love you. It's not a personal slight. I was just very tired myself, and can we still be friends?
You're muted.
He's muted.
You're muted, sir.
He's muted. It's because he's swearing at me, calling me a bastard.
I don't know if
So, all I said was you missed the chance to kill Canny, maybe.
yeah, we killed a canny. There's plenty.
Can he dead?
One of 10,000 are now dead.
Okay.
See how many I can scratch on the hammer as kills.
From the special chapter of Space Marines called "The Emperor's Mistakes." That's where they come from, isn't it? So,
okay, so it looks like that's how we're leaving your character sheet. Is that right then?
sorry, but that's fine. Sorry.
Anybody got a cloak they can trick over me?
You shouldn't need to wear a cloak. For starters, it won't hide you probably very much at all. But secondly, they've shut down the various bulkheads so that you can head off down to the
undetectable.
Yeah, they're shutting. They've evacuated and shutting several areas of the corridors, so you shouldn't be seen as you go down there. And Laura said at last mission that the only people likely to be down in the underdecks are engineers, and they hardly count. But yeah, you're not expected to see many people. But she did ask whether you could keep yourself unseen because if it comes out that we're using mutant slaves.
Mind you, we've got
could well cause problems amongst the crew.
Might spark a mutiny.
Might spark a mutiny, mightn't it?
Might just.
That's why we're really here, Al.
Well, all I'll say is things will be
civil war
in time. That's all I can say. So, well, I mean, I said before, sometimes these games, they develop almost organically, and you don't really know how they're going to develop, and then they kind of sometimes take on a bit of a life of their own, which is the joy of it. So, right, so I think that's...
kind of almost metagame a little. Like, what do you guys think? Do you reckon, let's assume that 2 Stormies and 2 Adepts is what we're taking on. Should
Like
we
Jews do
get
this.
reinforcements, or are you guys happy with what we've got right now?
I reckon I can take these boys.
Yeah, so you've been told you can take any members of your team. So leaving behind at the minute, you've got Luke, Nick, and 33. So you could potentially take any of them, and that's your choice.
Luke, I don't think is compliant at the moment. I think
No,
he'll just sort
he's not
himself.
giving any impressions that he would work for you at all.
Whereas, like Nick and 33, probably. Well, Nick will do. We can get Nick. In fact, let's take
Nick. Nick would come, but he's not very combat focused. But
Just a builder.
he's
the
a builder.
man, just a builder.
So you're gonna. It's just a dwarf builder. I mean, you can take the dwarf builder with you on a combat mission. It's up to you. It's you're in command, Brownie. You can take whichever members of your team you like.
Yeah, actually, I'll go him for free. It's best not to throw him away. And then, like, I'll.
Use him as a meat shield.
I'll come.
Use him as a meat shield. If all goes wrong.
Really, yeah. So what?
I'm lagging. I'm just going to drop out and then come back in. So,
Okay, well, before we go on to the crew selection, I'll just finish off the inventories because we were there. I don't think just to finish off, Mr. Tommy Lee, are you happy with your loadout? Is there any changes you want to make?
I don't think I've got anything I can change.
I'm not sure that you do, but
Yeah.
I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
right.
it. Cool. So, and incidentally, one of the best
I was-
loadouts I've ever seen.
lagging big time. I had to just drop out.
Okay, so back to the squad selection. So Luke he doesn't seem very compliant. Nick is compliant, but he's a midget builder.
Stop holding that against him. That's terrible.
Well, you don't know. He might well be useful in combat. You could give him a try, but that's your decision. But
He'll end up I bet he'll end up being a superb builder, but like Fortnite. So like, we need a barricade.
Start building it.
And he'll just start building up a barricade for us. We need an escape. We need an escape route. We need an escape. If only there was a door we could escape out, and he'll just magically make one. You know what I mean? Who knows?
And then we have 33 who probably looks good in combat, but who's been drawing on him? Is it Hayden? What we got here?
No, not today, actually. Dave looks bit. He's not got any drawing on it.
Does he not? Oh no, he's just got never mind. I thought something that I didn't recognise, but it's his arm.
James,
so 33 looks good in combat, but you're not sure if you can rely on him. He's I don't know.
I don't know if I've mentioned this before in any of the games. James, your character picture on Roll20, it looks a bit like a dishevelled Gary Neville. I just, if anybody remembers what Gary Neville looked like, it just reminds me of a bit of a Tim Ralph. No, well, yeah, maybe, yeah. Is that what it is?
I just like that it was. I could have got a better picture, but I quite like that it's. I might get around to photoshopping it on an adept. There's definitely
it's a good picture. It's just to remind me of, that's all, like, from the days where I actually bothered my house watching football.
No, I can kind of see Nick's channeling a bit of washed out Gary Neville.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, to be a manager of an international team and told on to shit.
Fucked it up. I need to get some ice. He's got that look about him. That's all.
No, I'm back in the manager seat. I'm taking you guys to the Champions League.
the Chaos Champions League.
And actually, I suddenly just had the brainwave. I need to get all you guys Dark Eldar weapons as well. I think that's gonna be sick as fuck. If we have a total poison squad of mutants, that'd be
cool.
Yeah, I reckon that's vibe.
Toxic Crusaders.
Yeah.
The possibilities are limitless. If
Inquisitive hunters go after what's his name?
Get another rotting barrel of them tubers in, and like Courtney will just do a nosedive into it and see what happens. Like, see what she comes out as. Be amazing.
Okay, James, so you've got to make a decision on who you're taking with you on this operation. So
Yeah, let's go with
what's your
what we've
decision?
got. I reckon
So
we'll
you're-
be all right.
Okay, so you're leaving the big man behind, and the midget builder, and the lizardman who's missing the nails which used to be in his skull. And leave them all behind. Okay. Right. So Laura, she says to you, so you're ready? Are we ready to go? The Inquisitor said we shouldn't delay at all.
Laura, will you be joining us?
Oh well, I'll escort you down there to the underdecks, but I won't join you for the combat mission. I'm not, not proficient in combat beyond standard gun training. I think I shall. My talents are better suited elsewhere, she says, and she smiles. Okay, so you're going to head off, guys, on your mission.
Yes, I would like to.
Okay, so
Okay,
guys, right.
I'll go.
So the door is open to the holding cell. The inquisitorial guard are no longer there, and Laura pops her head out and she checks that the corridors are deserted, as she expected. And she beckons you out, and you make your way across towards the port side of the ship, towards one of the transport hubs. And here there is like an elevator system that will help you take you down to lower decks within the ship. So just one moment. I'm going to put you on to a new map.
Tom Lee. But
first,
Tom Lee Dangerfield. Are you there?
Oh, he's got a revolver, hasn't he, Tommy? I did just.
He's got a revolver.
Gotta try doing RP there, but it's there's enough play.
It's all right. No, you can do a bit of RP. There's no rush.
I was muted. I had a voicemail message I was listening to.
Okay. I say, Tommy Lee, don't you think this is the fanciest riverboat queen you've ever been on?
I'm going to be honest with you right now. I don't have a fucking clue where I am. Everything's shiny and metal and clean. I don't like it one bit.
But I have a problem with not traipsing around in a little bit of mud now and again. There's no mud here. Kind of pissed me off. I'm all right.
I've been just rubbing cheese on everything so it don't smell so, artificial.
Hey, Tommy Lee, good man. I don't suppose you got a bit more of that cheese for me?
Yeah, sure, Cletus. I'll give you a little bit of cheese. Here you go, boy.
That is so good. Makes me feel like home. Tommy Lee, I got your back, boss.
Oh, I got my back. It's right here, look.
Ah, so it is. Well, I'll watch you from behind as well.
I don't know whose back you got, but it sure does look like it belongs. So, if you did get someone else's back, you made a hell of a trade there, boy.
My back. Anyway, let's get back to the journey.
Another back? Okay.
Okay, well, say you can talk while you walk.
What was that? Sorry?
Been in the gunfight, Tommy.
Oh, sure. I've been in the middle of many a shooting. Running this way and that way and dodging bullets and pow, all that.
Have you used the gun yourself?
Yeah. I mean, there was a child one day was crawling through the city and it was making weird noises and it had too many legs and it had a tentacle where its eye should be. So I just shot that motherfucker in the head. Like, no one got time for that, you know? You don't want a tentacle eye baby getting in your way.
Mercy killing. Well, maybe a few more of those to come.
Oh no, we're going to fight tentacle babies? Oh, fuck me. I don't like this, Mr. P.
If one
Sometime
of them be so much, I take preference to that because I had a tentacle eye bro.
Wait, it wasn't you I shot, was it? I didn't kill you when you were a baby, did I?
Tentacle eye, you said? Eye?
Tentacle eye, yeah. You had
Aye.
one?
Yeah, tentacle forearm. It was,
Tentacle forearm.
yeah, pretty smart, actually.
No, I never killed a tentacle forearm, baby. It's okay.
that's acceptable.
I never killed no tentacle arm, baby. So, you know, I'm pretty sure I did not commit infanticide on you when you were a little one. Maybe someone else did, but your back was all damaged, and that's why you got someone else's back right now. I don't know.
Anyway, Tommy, you just go think about that to yourself for a second. Nixios, my good man.
Yes, old boy.
This color is ever so witchy. I have no place to go. Would you please take it off? No
the what?
place to go. I just... you look here, see? Can you see the rash? I'm losing scales as we speak.
The explosive collar does seem to be chafing him somewhat.
No.
I promise to be on top of behavior. Well, where else am I gonna go? Like the rest of my planet? No way.
Is Courtney there? Is she?
Yeah, you're all together. But in the minute you're walking, all five of you are walking towards the transport shore. So you got time to walk and talk. Laura, she's this strange conversation, and she's not giving off any reaction as to what she thinks of the tentacle-eyed baby or some of the other things that you've been discussing.
Earlier on, when mercy killing was mentioned, Courtney's eyes glassed over, and she remembered machine gunning all those dishevelled prisoners in the thing, and then just and then she said, "No, absolutely nothing wrong with mercy killing if it's necessary." So she says that. Yeah,
You went full Bonnie and Clyde on those fuckers, man.
Yeah, I went full auto on them. No witnesses. And then she's going to say, "There's nothing wrong with mutants and psychers."
I agree.
I don't know nothing about them sort of people, but interesting story about mercy killing. I did once kill a young lady called Mercy, and she didn't deserve no mercy. It really, really blew my mind.
The irony.
You mean from like Shepherd's Creek down next to what is it? Where's that camp up halfway down the bayou? She used to live down there with her two inbred brothers. Is that the one you're about?
You know Mercy? Oh, you knew Mercy? Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
It's funny.
She was hideous. I don't blame you. She was hideous.
Oh, I didn't kill her because she was hideous. I killed her because she was stealing my cheese. But it's interesting, Miss Courtney, that you would say irony because I did use an iron to kill her. I just caved her face in.
Further irony.
Irony with an iron.
But the iron and irony.
You don't steal a man's cheese.
No.
Won't steal any of yours, don't
You want some cheese, Nixios? I'll break a little bit off, offer it to Nixios.
Yeah. Yeah. Gonna nibble that cheese as he scours the ship, yeah.
Miss Laura, do you want some bio cheese?
She looks it over, and
A rare
she's,
delicacy, Laura.
she looks
Where's
at
he-
you.
Where's he getting all his cheese?
Well, it's a big bag. It's not. It's like
It's
a
a
sack
bag.
of cheese. It's a sack
All
of
right.
cheese.
A sack of cheese.
Yeah, as in like it's a huge like an animal skin full of like a full of a cheese. It's not like a small block that you might get from Tesco.
Like a mammoth ball out of Skyrim.
Pretty much. That's the vibe. That's the vibe we're going for. He's certainly got a lot of mileage out of this cheese. That's for sure. And there's still seems like there's plenty there. Laura looks over and she goes.
scrutinizing the cheese.
She says, "Real cheese."
It's real bio cheese, Miss Laura. Here, you want a little bit?
Oh, wow. I've just scrutinized that cheese. Oh.
You want to scrutinise it? Oh, I have scrutinised it.
I already have. I've rolled a 1.
Oh, it's a natural success. Okay, so I'm not quite sure how we're going to roll with this one. But, I mean, what exactly do you need to know about this cheese, James? I'm not quite sure whether I've padded out the details of the cheese sufficiently.
Cheese.
It's... sorry? Say that again. Last
The Nixie connoisseur the cheese.
Okay, so Dave, we haven't really fleshed this out, but perhaps you can give us some further detail on this cheese of yours.
So in my head, you know,
Uh-huh.
like some cheese is hard cheese, and some cheese is soft cheese. This cheese is kind of both at the same time. There's
Wow.
like bits of it are really hard and firm, bits of it are a bit softer and gooier. It's very pungent smelling, but it's not like bad. It's just very strong smelling cheese. Other than that, I hadn't really thought about it too much.
No.
Does it sting the nostrils?
No. It's not bad. It's like a very strong cheese.
It's got blue bits in it. It's got blue bits in it. Like,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So James, you've called for this role. Is there anything specifically that you want to know about this cheese that we haven't described to you? I must admit, there's a blank hole in my prep where it's like.
I tell you
James
what.
rolls natural one on the cheese.
I tell you what. Because it's my cheese. It's my cheese and my invention, and Alan hasn't got anything about it. James can ask me anything about the cheese, and I will tell him.
previously on Dark Heresy.
Previously on Cheese Heresy.
Yeah. I feel like he's just
On Dark Delicacies.
somehow diagnosed the cheese perfectly. Just like, cheese.
It's
It's not bad, but one thing I'm going to do is because you've rolled a natural 1, the cheese that you've supped upon makes you feel really good and confident, and you're going to get for this session only a temporary fate point, cheese-related temporary fate point.
Yeah.
it's definitely cheese from an animal, James.
I mean, it's not like this vegan cheese.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. It's definitely real cheese.
She's going to look at Laura and just go, it's real cheese.
She goes, I can't remember the last time. I don't know if I've ever had real cheese. May I?
Just hold it. With my really grubby hands, I'm holding a piece of cheese out to Laura.
Okay, she kind of breaks a bit off so that she's not taking the bit which is in direct contact with your fingers, and she holds it to her nose. She sniffs it, and she goes, very sharp, and then she eats the bio cheese. That really is rather good, Tommy.
I know. It's a little delicacy. You can't just find it anywhere on the bayou. But, if you know the right places to look, you know where the animals do their things, you can get the cheese.
I see. And what animal is it from? She wonders whether she should have asked this before.
It's like a medium-sized animal with some legs, and it had a head and little tail, and I called it Verity, but I don't know if that was really its name.
Well, splendid. Well, I feel much better for that. Thank you, Tommy.
She was real pleased that I took her cheese too. I think it was getting in the way.
Oh, I thought cheese was made from milk, Tommy.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Created, I think he might have created a new kind of cheese.
I mean, I didn't make
Right.
it. I found it this way.
Draining by centrifugation or filtration.
Deep dive into cheese making.
Kind of-
I must
kind
admit, you blindsided me on this one. I
of-
was like, what do I know about this cheese? Nothing. let's resort to our normal trick of making up as we go along.
fromage à la pie.
Fromage à la Bayou.
Yeah, fromage à la pie. I think it's some kind of fresh cheese. I imagine he filtered the draining process.
I'm not convinced he did any
I imagine
filtration
it
at
was.
all. Tommy,
It
he
is
doesn't look
either
like a
with
filtered
rennet
guy.
or without rennet, and I presume. Who knows? Nixios.
I didn't filter no cheese. I found the cheese.
Are you on about the bone wax? What comes out the shift cows and the sands?
No, don't be
Yeesh,
weird.
yeesh, yeesh.
Why would I eat bum wax?
Yours. Let's have the bum wax.
Sorry. How many times do I keep
You
in
could
the game?
take the lizardman out of the bayou, but you can't take the bayou out of the lizardman.
You haven't even begun to see what I'm going to do with this cheese.
I got big plans.
I have.
This cheese is going places.
Just you wait. Just wait and see.
Fuck, it's got 5 minutes to detonate. I'll just plug the back end up with cheese.
I imagine this cheese has multiple uses. Like, say you were on a boat and the boat was sinking because there was a hole in it. You could use it to plug the hole instead of using some motherfucker's ass.
That's amazing.
Legitimate use of
If only we had some, if only we had some of that cheese before. If only we had some of that cheese before.
You were letting me head off when I did it, Dave.
I know. It was glorious.
I could see it. He's taking a good spot.
Cheese is a universal multi-tool. It brings people together. It can be used. It can be used as a lubricant if you get the right piece. It can be used to wedge doors open. You can do all sorts of things with cheese.
this cheese was really nice, Tommy, until you started using it as some kind of general all-purpose everything.
I mean, don't misunderstand, Nixios. When I've used it for something else, I don't put it back in the bag. I eat it.
A little extra piquancy. I like it. Let's go.
Yeah, you can change the flavor. Rub it on a wall. You can do all sorts with it.
Smear it.
Only thing is, don't get it wet and don't feed it after midnight.
What do you feed your cheese, Tommy?
Oh, whatever.
I mean, is it vegetarian?
No, it's cheese.
Mortals must always prove their worth. If they are ready, the shadows.
Nope.
Is that you, Johnny?
Yes. Sorry. Is there not voices?
Yeah, I'm hearing your.
I can hear voices again, Mr.
Your
Nixios.
quest.
You've
Sorry.
been after too much.
Okay.
Entering the same territory as when Homer licks the back of a toad.
Observation test, see if we can see a fire axe around anywhere. Better than going back. When it's just is the what? I've typed in my modifier
Catfish and barking toad.
died on the keyboard.
It's only 8 o'clock and I've had 2 thoughts.
Jolly good. Well, I'll be starting to drink soon, which will make the game run even smoother. So, Cletus, you look around on your way. You're looking for an axe that's hanging up or something would be ideal, but
Anything.
anything at all. Well, I mean, there are plenty of pipes, but they're mostly attached to things.
Yeah, I'm not strong enough to do that.
So unless you try and like rip a pipe off the wall, which is possible,
Yeah.
you'd have. I mean, you could maybe give it a go if that's what you really want.
I'm
Is that
not.
what you're doing? I mean, these
I'm on best
these pipes
behaviour.
probably have these
I'm
pipes,
just going to leave them alone.
these pipes probably have a purpose as well, so you don't know what will happen if you do snap a pipe.
I'm not stupid enough to start with
It might be transferring
pipe
something from
wall.
place to place. That's what pipes do.
Yeah, I don't really want to mess with pipe.
Yeah. There's a sacredness and a sanctity to pipes.
Don't be messing with pipe if you don't know what's inside pipe.
This is wisdom.
This is. You should watch back some of the games with Dave and Alan role playing together. It's fucking hilarious.
Becoming obsessed
game.
with pipes. It's, look,
Yeah.
look at pipe. Oh, that's a good pipe.
Pipe aside, lads, and everything else. Shall we get on with this mission?
Yeah, sure. I'll just let you guys chat and such. I mean, if you like to move on.
They have a mission.
Oh yeah.
Digress.
Spread the cheese all over the ship. Spread the reputation of the cheese across the whole ship. I think we should take it to the Inquisitor, so the Inquisitor can try it.
That's my plan.
We should get him down here to do his own dirty work.
Oh dear, I think James has taken a dislike to this Inquisitor.
Take him a sample.
Oh dear. Yeah. I mean, there might be a chance to overthrow him at some point. Who knows? I mean, there could be a mutiny at some point.
I know. I'm only just starting to like Inquisitor Mesmeron after a long time. That's because I'm not with her.
You like her a lot more now she's left.
Yeah.
She's not beating on you.
Yeah, now she's stopped abusing Gaius, forcing him to have tattoos, throwing him around the room, telling him off.
She knows he likes it. That's the thing. That's the thing. He's like, ooh, bit of pain.
Only Gaius is allowed to beat
when
Gaius.
he doesn't whip himself, he thinks of Mesmeron, which then he has to whip himself twice as much until he gets a vision of the Emperor in his head.
And then he can finally finish.
That's it. When he gets that high, holy high point.
When you hit that high.
I've noticed he's in a better mood anyway at the moment. He's a happy man.
Beat him up before his cocoa. That's
life in the Arbite suits guys well.
Right, come on, let's do this.
Come on, let's kill
guys,
some.
I'm on Friday
heretics.
night, easy mode, hungover sessions. Don't expect me to be pretty long. I think maybe wait for James
Okay.
to come back. I'll give you a brief description. You've travelled down into the underdecks, and this is where Laura will say a few parting words. So just to give you a brief description here. So the lighting is subdued in this section of the underdecks, but the heat is pressing. And you see low energy infra lamps are dotted around, bathing the area in a dim red light, which is enough to see by, but not enough to make things out perfectly clearly. And it's hot and humid down here in this section of the underdecks, and the corridors seem poorly maintained. Here and there you see evidence of corrosion. So Laura turns to you and she says, well, this is where I shall take my leave. We believe that they are further into this section here, but as I said, I would be no use in a firefight, so I shall wait here for you.
Did you ping, or are you like saying it's on this map, basically?
I'm saying it's on this map, Nixios.
Cool. I mean, you know, just to read between the lines.
I'm just.
Fourth wall shatters.
I don't care. Okay, so before you go, she moves over to you, Nixios, and she grabs your arm and she says, "Nixios, please be careful. These stormtroopers are trained killers, and they must know that we'll be sending someone. Please be careful. Use tactics. Don't just bum rush in like a berserker."
No, that's what the list.
Again, we're just.
Courtney's going to draw a pistol and go, "Tactics are my middle name."
Oh, just one thing, Johnny. I just want to remind you, Johnny, that Courtney gets. She gets when she's under stress. She can generate random powers.
Excellent.
Now, when you went on the orbital assault, you gained a couple of powers during that, and they last for a number of sessions. Now, the two spells that you have saved, if you like, are Bio Lightning.
Yep.
And Sculpt Flame, which is a way of manipulating flame. I don't think it creates it, but it kind of manipulates it. You can expand it or control it in various ways.
Excellent stuff.
So, so you've got 2 extra powers for this session only. I've put them in your where it says mutations on your character sheet. I've put them there. So just to remind you that you've got those 2 powers in addition to your normal powers for this session and this session.
Excellent stuff.
So you've had them for the last few sessions, and this will happen every time you generate a new random power. You can then keep it for a number of sessions, a random number of sessions, rather than just using it once and then losing it. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
All right, and that came from your level 3 perk.
Excellent. Thank you.
So I would like you all, please, to roll initiative.
Ooh. Oh, ignore that roll.
What do you mean ignore? I'm not ignoring that roll, Johnny. We're keeping that roll. It's a totally legal roll. You don't just get to ignore dice rolls you don't like. Eh?
I rolled a d20.
It's a d10. It's a d10. It's definitely a d10. It says rolling d10.
All right. Okay.
I've got,
it's
I've got
5 then.
You've got what? Sorry.
I've got
got
+1
5
to that.
Okay, because you're wary, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Oh.
slow that down a little bit.
I've got 16 in total.
16? You what?
I've got 6 agility.
That's ridiculous. So we've got 16 for Tommy Lee.
No, 12 for Tommy Lee.
Oh, for Cletus, sorry.
Yes.
A turn.
I love this music.
Cool. Oh, my turn on looks a bit gang. Oh, you know. Okay, so 16 for Tommy Lee. Oh, you're already up there. Cool. Nixios is up there. 8, is that right, James? And so who's that leave then? Courtney.
I got 5. I got 5 in total.
Okay, so Courtney. And then we put it into ascending order. Okay, so that's the initiative order. Okay. Do you want to put yourself into a marching order, if you like? Do you want to put yourself into a particular order? Also, remember, Nixios, you've got your server score, which you've got control over. So just remember to bring that behind you as you're going. So if you want to just...
initiative for the server score?
No. You just go... What you do is you give it commands via the data slate. So at the minute, the command it's got is to follow you.
Dave, what are you doing?
You don't need to do anything.
He just stood up and he started adjusting his.
Yeah, you muted, Dave.
Started adjusting his
For a
waist.
piss. and then realised I came downstairs and my zip wasn't fastened, and then fastened it without thinking that you could see what I was
I'm
doing.
off my way.
Very good.
I
I missed that, but probably for the best.
did wonder, Dave. I did wonder. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, so what I was saying, James, is that you give it orders via the data slate. So at the minute, you've got your needle rifle in both hands. So if you want to give it fresh order, you need to bring your data slate out. We'll say that your needle rifle has a strap on it so that you don't have to drop it when you drop it. What's up with you now? What's
You said strap on.
all right? Strap on it.
Sorry,
Okay.
mate.
Oh dear. So
I'm drinking whiskey, so I'll probably laugh at everything from this point on.
it's quite right, Johnny. It makes me feel like I'm really funny when I just say, really simple things.
You
and
are funny.
I get you in stitches.
You are funny.
Cheers, Johnny. Cheers. Well, that's definitely true.
All right.
I can't hear you very well, James, at the minute.
I'll get Pumpkin to do an all-spec scan at each junction.
Okay. So what we'll do then is you bring the data slate out and you're holding it, and you leave a needle rifle just to hang on its strap that is on you, and
Very clever.
So what you what you do is you command it via the data slate. Now Laura did put it to you that it might be possible to get some sort of mental bionic implants that would allow you to control it more automatically. And also maybe give you a closer link to the ship. But she did say to you that that's completely up to you.
Mm-hmm.
And she would understand if you didn't want to have brain surgery from the good doctor bucket. So, but that's something you might want to think about in the future. But at the minute you've got your data slate, you can also control the explosive collars via the data slate as well. So the skull will just
the data slate?
Control the explosive collars.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You won't do that. Well,
Hey, just forget about it. Don't keep it on your mind.
We don't need to dwell on it, do we? Okay,
No.
so I'm just saying it'd be a shame to have them and not to use them ever. You know what I mean? It'd
Think of it like a scarf. Your neck warm.
a metal scarf that can kill you. So, like I say, you can command it for a half action, and then it'll follow that command until you give it a new command.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you happy with your loadout, like your starting position? Do you want to move up, James, or are you happy where you are? Where you starting?
Yeah, I want the servo skull to stay behind me at all times as well.
Okay, so servo skull is just going to hover closely behind you. Okay, so yeah, and it will just do that until you tell it to do something different. That'll cost you a half action. So first in the turn, it's Cletus, the lizardman, the moonshine killer. What are you doing?
I am going to use a half action to cast the chameleon.
Okay. Right, so make a manifestation roll. It's a D10 plus your willpower bonus, and I think you're looking for a 7, is that right? I put your powers into your character sheet, Hayden. If you look on Lizardman, you've got like a tab.
Can I re-roll that one? Fine. I think that's one under.
Yeah, I think you need, like I say, you need a 7, so if you want to re-roll it.
Never meant to be.
There's something about this metal ship. You seem to you've not managed to manifest chameleon since you arrived on the ship. It's I don't know. Perhaps if you persist, it'll come to you. Maybe you're trying too hard.
Courtney's going to look over him as he sort of looks a little bit constipated. And I'm like, "Are you all right, love? You all right there?"
Yeah. Can I use another half action to try cast it again?
No.
I don't know. I don't think you can. I think that's.
No, you can't.
I will move forward then for half an action for about. What's my basic move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is my half move. So there we go.
Okay, can you confirm? Can you guys see the red bars above your tokens? You can see
Yeah.
them? Oh,
Yeah.
groovy. Okay.
Health bars.
Yeah, giving
Dave
health bars.
uses health bars.
Does he? All right. This
We-
is
we
Dave
put
points
some-
out,
yeah.
so you can do it. I thought I'll give it a try.
Cool.
Okay, so next up it's Tommy Lee Dangerfield. What are you doing?
I am. I've got my pistol ready and
Okay.
my staff in my offhand.
Okay.
I'm going to try and select my character for half an action. Apparently, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just walking along behind Cletus, peering into the gloom.
Okay. Nixios, you're next.
Is it half an action to do what I need to do with the servo skull then?
Well, you can give your starting command if you like before we get going. So it's following you, it's staying behind you. Is there anything else you want to command it before we start?
Yeah, like I say, like when we get to each just before we get to each junction, I want an Auspex scan.
Okay. Okay.
Otherwise,
Yeah, and we'll try and just play it like that. If we get Cletus stealthing. I don't think did Nick see him phase out? He didn't.
He's
Did he?
not done it yet. He's not managed to cast a spell yet. So the minute Nixios in character, he's unaware.
I think he cast it back in the cell though.
No, he tried to. He didn't manifest it.
Yeah.
He had a couple of goes. He hasn't cast it yet. So I don't know why. Just can't seem to make a.
Go for it again.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell the guys that we're going to advance, and I have a device that should let us know what is beyond the junctions before we get to them, and we'll decide where to go based on that.
Before we have this
Get to the
conversation, though,
junction and hold there, and sneak a look around if you want. We'll try and avoid giving our position away until.
Cletus agrees with you. And Brownie, Cletus also says back, he says he can cloak himself before this combat starts while you give you a tactical debrief and say, my abilities. And
Chameleon, eh? Well, we'll put that to good use.
How on brand. Okay, so
next,
are we ready to continue? The next up would be Nixios.
Yeah.
And then if you would just drag the server skull around after you as well, please.
I cannot move this. Oh,
You-
no, yeah. Wait. I think that's the law. Is that a law? No, sorry, I got him.
You got him? You can control him? Oh, great.
Yep.
Okay, so last up, it's Courtney.
okay, Courtney's just going to draw a pistol and sort of stealth, not stealth up, but just move it with a pistol.
What do you think's a stealth? Very good. Okay, so we'll say you draw your pistol before we actually started, so you don't need to spend any actions on that.
Yep.
So you get to make a full move if you want.
And so I'll look around like she's scanning for threats.
Okay. I'd like you all to make an awareness test.
Okay.
Do I get any bonus for the servo skull, or is it just the?
I think it gives plus 20 to awareness test when you are using it. So yeah, so we'll say that it's scanning us on a kind of a passive. Well, so we're saying it's scanning at the junctions, didn't we say? So when we go up to a junction, what I'll do is make a separate test for the scan. So we'll just say this one is just a standard, and then when we come to a junction, I'll make you make another test at plus 20, which will be for the server skull on top of. So you'll have 2 chances to catch things. Okay, so Tommy Lee and Nixios, you both smell something. Something you've smelled before. It's the smell of death. It's the smell of perhaps a corpse, decomposing corpse.
Has
Probably
Nixios
decomposing
know
quite quickly in this heat, humidity.
what?
But yeah, it's coming up. As you are moving forward, the smell is getting more pronounced. But Courtney and Cletus don't pick up on it.
Right, in that case, I'm going to say hold, and I'm going to do a scan with the thingy droid.
I'm going to turn around as he says this, and I'm going to go. I smell dead people.
Very good. Okay, so Brian, I'm just going to do things in order. If everyone else is holding, that's fine. So, but Cletus, you've got the next turn because you're back to the top of the round. So,
I'll go cast chameleon on me.
okay, so
Myself.
go and cast it.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm going to stay in turn order throughout this.
Yes, that's a cat.
Okay, so
That's
it's
an
quite
8.
dark down here anyway. It's quite dark down here anyway, and now Cletus Lisderman, you can barely see him. He seems to be blending in with the corridor behind him. And it's quite difficult to know that he's there, even though he stood quite closely to you.
Nice trick, Cletus.
It's all right. I will go ahead and stealth forward if you want, if your sense say right.
I bet they never see you coming, do they, Cletus?
If I'm sober, they never do.
Johnny, I'm sending you a message on Messenger, Johnny.
Hey, you sure you want to do that? No, I'm joking.
I definitely want to do this.
Okay.
Okay, so Cletus, you cast it. Is that your go? How are you doing?
I will move silently forward again. One.
Chameleon doesn't do silent move.
No. It's but you can still try and move silently.
Yep.
But yeah, chameleon affects people shooting at you and your ability to hide.
Yeah, that's fine. I know that. It's just I've got silent move anyway, so.
Okay,
Well,
so I'd like you to make a test, please, for your moving silently. Okay. You're a lot of your silent moving. It was done down in the natural land of the bayou, and it's this metal ship. It's going to take you a while to get used to the noise it can make. Your nails are perhaps clattering on the metal. After Cletus, it's Tommy Lee.
How has Cletus moved that far? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay.
It's got its ability.
Ignore me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Ignore me.
6.
You could run across the board in one go.
Oh, what the fuck? 1, 2, 3. That's me.
Next.
Well, I want to do an aspect scan, see if I can get an idea of where that smell is coming from.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I really could do with a chicken sandwich right now.
You should have had some cheese while you had the chance.
Okay, so let's have a look at the stats on Pumpkin. So he's got a move of 10. So what are you doing? Are you giving a command on the data slate to go ahead and scan at the next junction? Is that right?
Well,
Okay.
okay. I was just going to scan now. Like, what's the
Scan the area. Okay, we can do that.
30-meter range?
Sorry, what's that? The range of the
Is it
scan.
half an action to scan?
I think I'm not certain, but sure, we'll say half an action.
I would say so.
Let me get the rule book up.
Oh, no, mind. It's Laura. I'll keep trying to move. Right. One.
So you're scanning in the immediate area, is that right? So make an awareness test at plus 20, please.
8, 9. Move to just behind Cletus first of all. And then, yeah, we'll scan it. So is this using mine? Because I'm What's the
The Auspex, it uses your awareness, but you add
Yeah.
plus 20 to it for the Auspex.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's total 25. Oh, it's a nice fail there. Let's use a free reroll.
Free reroll, a cheese-based reroll.
Thanks, Dave.
Yay!
babe.
Okay, so the scan is picking up readings. It suggests to you that the source of the dead man odor is coming from this room.
Full contact on the right side. And the
Okay,
Nix
so
is.
you comms it into your group.
Very cool.
Okay, so it's half action to give that like command to your server skull. Do you want to make a half move?
Yeah.
And then the skull will just go back to its default orders
Yeah.
next turn. So it'll start going back to hovering behind you. Okay, so last up is Courtney.
Oh, I really should have eaten something before I came here. Reminds me of chicken. The weird chicken we had on where I'm from. And she sort of drifts over behind Tommy Lee and goes, Tommy, can I have some of your cheese, please? I'm feeling a bit peckish. Can you help me?
Okay, so after Courtney, then it's Cletus.
Let's try this silent move up while it's chameleon. Does it last for a couple of turns or just one?
So Chameleon is it's a sustained power, so you have to retest it every 10 turns.
Alright, that's cool.
So
So
at the
I
minute
can
it's been
move.
running for 1 turn. So you
I
have
can
to,
move silently to here.
okay. So what this kind of means is that while you're casting this spell sustained, it's harder to cast your other spells, assuming that you have any. You have to retest every 10 turns to see where you can keep the power up. Okay, so you move up. I like to make a silent move roll as you move to that position.
Can you keep
Yeah,
it
it's about
up?
every 10 turns, yeah. So no need to now.
Yeah, every 10 turns. I'll try and keep track of that for you, mate.
Wrong dice. Wrong one. I was wrong D10. No apparent reason.
Yeah, 10 turns is a long time. Get a bit of get a tally chart going. Plus, what do you call it? Jan was spamming powers, but took him a long time to get through those 10 turns and get around to a sustain roll. And also, you can't fuck up on the sustain roll. I mean, you can
can't
fail,
perils, can you?
you can't perils, so that's super useful.
That's really good. Well, I've seen this for my half action move, and then I'm going to come to the unit saying, "Oh, clear the corridor."
Okay, so when you get here, you can see a body lying over in the corner of this room, Cletus. So I'm just going to put on.
Spot a body in a
You
top
can't see it very well, but if you probably need to get a closer look. Do I have anything that's remotely suitable?
I can use the rest of my movement, can't I, for my half action? So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll stop there.
Okay, you get a closer look now, and you see it's whoever this guy is. He's dressed in a vulcanized rubber suit. He looks like he's been stabbed in his neck. His face, his skin is pasty, and his eyes, they seem a bit over large and a bit wide apart. So next up it is Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee is going to half action holster his pistol, half action pull the bag of cheese off his shoulder and grab a handful and hold it out to Courtney and go, "There you go, Miss Courtney. You get that in your belly. You look like you could do to put on some meat on them bones of yours."
Thank you. It's just what I needed at this moment in time. It's I get a bit hungry on these missions. It's the nerves, I think. It's the nerves.
You do have bones, don't you, Miss Courtney? It's just sometimes folk don't.
I think so. Yeah, I hope so.
You look after them bones. They'll do you good.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best. I hope my bones. I hope my bones are okay.
They smell okay. That's my turn.
Nixios, it's your go.
Nick is going to say, "Clarity of the cheese be with you." He's going to run to where the dead body is.
Well, that's a line that I never thought I'd hear in my life. It's a unique sentence, probably.
3, 4,
I wonder if that sentence has ever been uttered.
7.
Cheese be with you.
Just now.
May the clarity of the cheese be with you. That's the first time in all of recorded history. I don't know. Anyone's used that combination.
It's a nice first.
Yes.
Nick's going to muse what that could be in French, and I'll find that out in a moment for you guys.
Please do.
Okay, so you're moving up to the corpse, yep. So next up is Courtney.
That cheese is absolute. She's going to use a half action to eat some of the cheese. She's going to wolf it down like with two hands. Like she's going to just with one hand like.
That's quite potent.
Oh my goodness, mate! And she's going to look up with like bits of cheese, sort of like dripping down her chin, and be like, "That is the finest cheese I've ever tasted." And then she's going to give a cheesy kiss on the cheek to
To Tommy.
To Tommy, yeah.
Okay. Tommy, how long ago has it been since you've had a kiss from a beautiful woman?
Probably since I was a little boy and my mommy kissed me on the cheek. But then again, she wasn't no beautiful woman. I ain't even sure she was a woman. Mommy, is that you speaking to me about the cheese?
And she's gonna pull his head to her chest and be like, "It's okay, Tommy. It's okay.
I keep hearing voices.
Mummy's here. Mummy's here." And then she's gonna put her hand to his cheek and then push his face away and be like, and then just point forward down the corridor.
All right. There's definitely a reason why you guys are the A team. Cletus, you're up next.
Well, I'm gonna silently move to this body and make a silent move check.
Oh, kind of radio.
How's it taste? Taste it.
Then I'm gonna search this body, hopefully finding a
Okay,
hand
so
there.
I think search like a full action. So you move over there, and then I'll say Nix is there as well. But take
There's no point because Nixios be for full action. So instead, sorry to readdress what we know of each other.
That's fine.
I'm going to silent move to here instead.
Okay, and you're peeking your head down the corridor.
Yeah, I'm just peeking my head. What was that, 6 or 7? Wait a second, to the edge of that corridor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 on the dot. So I'm there, and I'm still chameleoned. Yeah, silent movement.
Okay, so down the corridor, Cletus, in the distance, you see a figure, and you focus upon it, and you think it's similar to one of these kind of half men, half robots that brought your breakfast to you this morning. It's like I say, half man, half machine. Doesn't appear to be doing anything, just kind of turning. Oh, shitting.
Turning and shitting.
Turning and shitting.
Oh, Okay.
Come find me if you turn up.
Still humid, but there's a nice breeze. As well as colder. So.
Well, that's it. Come back to normal. I've moved my phone. Pause music.
Yeah, so it's one of these half human, half machine kind of robot slaves that you don't really fully understand what a servitor is. But you saw one that brought you breakfast this morning. Oh, guys, one thing I should say, or one thing I meant to say, that it's 9 days today after the orbital assault.
Okay.
So, Tommy Lee, your go.
I'm going to stare at Courtney a bit wide-eyed and a bit freaked out for a moment, then shake my head and my jowls, and give her a nice grin, revealing my wooden teeth. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to there, and I'm going to sling the sack of cheese back on my shoulder.
Okay, very good.
It's a good move. That cheese was good cheese.
It was good.
So good. She's like she's just still sort of like using her fingers to like get bits of cheese off her chin and like. Tommy Lee, you've got some cheese on your cheek from where she gave you that kiss there.
Blend in.
I'm sending you another message, Johnny. Johnny, I'm sending you another message on Messenger.
I've got it.
Okay. Tommy Lee, that's your go. So next up, it's Nixios. You stood by this corpse. Nixios, you recognise it as one of the engineers, which are one of the factions on the ship. They've got a certain look about them, these engineers, and it's the pasty skin and the wide separated eyes. They have a certain look, these engineers. Are you searching the body, do you say, or are you moving on? What are you doing?
No, like I've seen this before on my character sheet, but it's not in my experience. So have I
What's that?
spent that and then changed it?
I'm not sure what you mean. What's
Like seen it before, I think is a
I've got
one
total
of the
recall.
abilities, but I don't think I've got.
I think seen it before is quite a lot of XP.
Yeah, I must have
I think you
added
need it.
and not removed it from my talent pool because it's not in experience anyway. Just gives me
Yeah.
full intelligence, I think, for thinking me. Okay, I will. Yeah, let's have a little search.
Okay, so you're gonna make a
Might
search.
+5 be added to my half roll.
Sorry, +5 added to your. What?
For the
question?
search, because it's perception.
Oh, what you mean from the targeting array? No, it's more for ballistics targeting array and shooting and awareness, but not for search.
Is a search a free one? Or do you say that's a full action for?
I think it's a full action search. I mean, we sometimes I'm not completely strict with that. Sometimes I'll maybe do it a bit quicker, but yeah, I'd say it's full action. Okay, so Nixios, you find 15 thrones. He's wearing this vulcanized rubber suit, which you think's best to leave on him, and he's also carrying a toolkit.
Okay.
So feel free to add 15 thrones in the toolkit to your inventory if you'd like.
Okay.
And yeah, and it looks like he's been stabbed in the neck.
So
There's
is that
blood
full
all over the
action?
floor, and there's also it's a full action to do search, and the body's it's decomposing seemingly quite rapidly in this heat and humidity.
Okay.
It's already starting to turn.
I see. Right, I'll maintain my position then, and the servo skull will stay with me.
Okay, so next up is Courtney.
Okay, Courtney's going to. I can smell chicken. I can smell it. It's over here. She's going to run to here and then slam against the wall and be like, with the pistol up in the air, be like, "Mama's coming," like that. And that's it. That's her action. And just point and then half aim down the hallway.
Okay. Cletus, it's your go.
Right. Okay, I'm going to silent move. How much can a silent move in a turn?
You can do up to a normal move. If you start to run or charge, then you won't be able to silent move.
Normal move to me is 12.
Okay, so you can move up to 12 silently, assuming you make your test.
Let's do a test. Oh no, that worked.
Yeah, I think you need to roll a D100, mate, not a D10 for your. Okay, so
Yeah,
you're
but-
moving pretty silently, you think, and the servitor doesn't seem to notice you or register you. You're not even sure if it's alive or doing anything. It's just stood there.
I good. Oh, wait a second. Let's zoom out. Well, yeah, so yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And you also see as you move up, you see two skulls interface with metalwork. It's like the one that follows Nixios around, but these two look damaged and defunct and are lying on the floor. Okay, so after Cletus, anything else? So you're getting a closer look at the servitor, but it doesn't seem to have noticed you, doesn't seem to be active or doing anything anyway.
I can't do anything anyway, can I?
You can't do anything further. Next up, it's Tommy.
I'm going to go one there. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. Seeing Cletus running down there, seeing the whatever it is ahead, I'm gonna go. Is this still working? I can see a metal man, Mr. Nixios.
Oh,
That's my
have you got combis? Is a question.
Oh, I thought I had one.
I don't know. I'm
but
not sure.
obviously-
I'm not certain. I can't remember whether I ever gave you.
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I did because I kept
Yeah.
saying, I was hearing
Yeah.
voices, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, we'll say you've got combis and Cletus as well. You can have one. So
Hit the ball and then straight up. He's probably stood on it.
Tommy Lee, you see the same things that Cletus sees. You see the servitor doesn't seem to recognise you or acknowledge you, and you see two server skulls lying damaged and destroyed on the floor.
Okay.
After that, we've got Nixios.
One sec.
What was that thing called? Is it just a tech kit?
What is what thing?
The
What's
thing
the
I got, dude. Tech kit.
You mean the targeting array, or
No, off the dude.
oh, it's
I
a
just looked-
toolkit.
That's
It's used for it's used for work for has a selection of tools in there that may be useful to anyone mechanically minded.
like me.
Well, sure, why not?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Got a screwdriver. It's quite handy.
8.
All sorts.
Which could be used as an improvised weapon.
Adjustable spanner. Yeah, I mean you could probably give the screwdriver to Cletus if. But okay, so
Oh, no, 118. Sick.
What's happening?
I was just checking my run. So I've moved 9 to there, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Delicious. Get over here, thermal score.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Right, I'm done basically. Just run around there. So both scores.
Okay. So as you run up, sorry, James.
Toilet break. Be right back.
Okay. Let's say Cletus, as Nixios runs up behind you, you can't help but notice the amount of noise he makes as he runs, compared to you, who's Cletus isn't even there. I don't
Yep.
think. Oh, you
I
are.
am.
Okay. Hello.
Sorry.
I couldn't
I
see
was
you.
at the wrong side of my chair.
Oh, no, it's mate. Let's say you hear him running, you hear Nixios running, and you're moving around quite quietly, trying to make no noise at all. And Nixios, you hear his footsteps clanging as he runs.
Oh no.
Okay. Next up is Courtney.
Okay. So I'm going to go here. And again, put my back to the wall dramatically, and then half aim my pistol down the hallway.
Okay, you see down at the end of the corridor, you see a servitor and 2 damaged server skulls.
Okay. Well, I guess that solves the mystery of the missing servo skulls.
Cletus, you're next.
I'm gonna pick up both servers. I forgot taily bits on them.
Have they got taily bits?
Yeah, I was gonna
They've
try and make
got like
play.
tendrils coming off them. I mean, you don't think it'd be a great weapon, but they look kind of cool, and maybe they're of value to somebody.
Yeah, I'll pick up the server skulls, but then I want to look at the server to see if it's got any hand weapons. I'll look around for a hand weapon. I'm desperate.
Okay, I'd like you to make a awareness test, please.
Okay, I will try. It's not my greatest feat, but I did take it. I always take it. Oh,
Okay, so the servitor, it doesn't look like it's a combat servitor. It doesn't have any weapons. You're not quite sure what it's for because you're not very technically minded. You're a primitive man. You're not really familiar with servitors, but it doesn't look like a threat. It doesn't look like it's got any weapons on it. You also have a look around, but you don't see anything that you think would make a good weapon.
okay. Okay. Can I move forward with a half an action?
You can do that awareness as a freebie, I think. You're just looking around. But yeah, you can make the rest of your move. Actually, no, we'll say it's half. Sorry, I'll tell you about it. Say it's half action to have a good look, and then half action for move. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Yeah. Tommy Lee, you're next.
Ooh,
Yeah, makes
right.
sense, doesn't it?
I'm going to, in a comical tiptoey fashion, silent move.
Okay. Yeah, you think you're doing a pretty good job there, Tommy.
Oh God, what have I done? There we go. That's me.
After Tommy Lee, we're back to Nixios. I think he's not here yet, is he? So I'm just going to go for a toilet break myself and get a drink, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to grab a drink as well.
This is exciting.
Mm.
I've got to try and assassinate people without any weapons, apart from an also got.
You've got an auto gun.
Yeah, but I excel in hand-to-hand combat.
Ooh.
It's folly to send you down here without equipment, isn't it?
I know.
Madness.
Weapon skill 47, political skill 37. There's this clear difference there. Yeah, my
Why
strength.
would you? My
Strength.
Well, I mean,
But
I've got things I could say, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to.
I know what I'm going to do.
My loose lips are sealed.
okay.
Okay.
Seal
I
shit.
reckon I can help you.
Well, I'm ploughing on.
You're good. You're doing some excellent scouting.
Nothing yet. I can't say that. Anyway,
Excellent scouting. I'm starting to get a bit wobbly now because I'm enjoying the whiskey
Very good. Right, I'll be right back.
and the music as well. I'm also trying to paint skin onto my soldiers as well at the same time. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be good. Oh yeah. Yeah. What are you ordering, Dave?
I'm not. My boss is texting me about some work-related bullshit that's been going on.
Is it exciting?
Nah, it's just fucking work-based politics, and it's boring as fuck.
Yeah. In other news, I passed my reach truck refresher this week.
yay!
But only just because I drive it completely different to how you're supposed to, so that you can do it. So you can do it quick. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, when we was doing the training, it was like you've got to look around every single movement you make. Like usually a cursory glance to the left and right. Right, I've got at least 15 seconds before somebody run. If somebody was running full tilt down the racking towards imminent fork death.
They could have been in the
you know,
backing though, and I hadn't spotted them the first time. There's always an excuse.
Yeah, and I basically we had like a really tight chicane to navigate, and I hit it twice, and then I hit the racking once because I forgot that you're allowed to do a certain thing, and basically I was like, look, can I start again because I can't go when people are watching, and he was like, yeah, you can. I was like, thank God for that because honestly, I'm so used to doing it. It just made me feel like a novice again. And I've been like operating a reach truck now for about 6 years, so it's like, you know, to feel like a novice again after that. It was death. It was awful, man. It was like I was like questioning my skills.
How good have you been all this year? Factory production must have been down with you behind those wheels.
No, my production figure probably this week are not going to be so good because of the contracts I was picking, but because there was a lot of fucking about. But yeah, I mean, I know that last week I was sort of I did in 4 days what one person did in 6. That was before the event actually. One person picked less pallets than me in 6 days than I did in 4. So that's the caliber of people I'm working with. So, but yeah, I was a bit tired this week for a lot of the week. Lots of naps.
Well, shall we get going?
Not at the wheel though.
Before we nap
Yes.
at the game.
Not at the wheel though. Yes. Of course. I'm starting to get freaked out because this music is quite sinister, Al. It feels like we could die at any time. Is that the vibe you want to create?
I'm gonna get some beer.
You know. I always go for that. I always go for that vibe.
Appreciate it. Good stuff, Al.
I'm gonna send you a message, Johnny, on Messenger.
Oh no. Go on then.
Okay, so whose turn were we at? So we've had Cletus and Tommy, haven't we? So where do we get to?
Oh.
I think it was down to
Oh, stop it,
Nixios.
Al.
Right.
Stop. Quit your messaging, Al. Sounds really good, that. Does sound nice. I might end up going off mission for that.
Very good.
Seems to have it sewn up here.
Okay,
I'm
so
off
yeah,
to,
I think we're on
off-
Nixios's
I'm ready-
turn, aren't we?
All right, Nix is just moving up to there.
I think
Back in a sec.
I'm.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to wait for him to come back because I want him to make a scan for his servo skull. And let's have a look. And also,
They're making a Homeworld 3, Al. Did you know?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh, do you recognise this music then, Dave?
Yeah. It's one of my favourite
Very good.
games.
Oh yeah, cool. I didn't know they were making I did not know they were making one now.
Yeah. Next year, I think.
Cool. Hopefully RTS will have a bit of a resurgence. I don't know. They're on about. There's a load of people from StarCraft 2 are making a new one as well.
All right.
So I'm hoping RTS will make a bit of a comeback, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yes.
But I don't think people like it that much because it's hard to play.
It's very old style school of gaming as well, isn't it? Like a lot of other types of games have evolved, whereas the RTS genre never really evolved much, did it? So
Yeah. So
No.
I think they are trying to bring some sort of new elements to it, but whether they can make it work is another matter. But yeah, like you say, other games have taken better as we
The only thing that
go into the future.
I think with RTS, like the main thing is like if you had like a Command and Conquer style, sort of format, like like the usual RTS style, but then you could like pick a unit and then like go into it as like first person. That would make it like awesome because then like you could have those vast battles, but then you could go right. I'm going to go into a tank. I want to actually get into the tank's eye view and actually see what's going on the battlefield and things like that. I think that would be really, really cool.
there was a game years ago that got canned. I can't remember the name of it, but it was an online RTS where one player would be the commander and move the units about, and then all the other players would actually act out the battles when they happen and stuff like that. It was fucking weird.
Nice. That'd be cool.
Okay, just 1 second, guys.
You could do that with Battlefield, couldn't you? Like somebody was the
commander
overhead drone kind of thing, and like captain, and then you could designate orders to other teams. And
Dave, I've sent you a message on Messenger.
I should have a look at it.
So right, James, I had to wait for you to come back because as you move up to this junction, the servo skull does its automatic command, and it goes up to the junction and scans. So I would like you to make an awareness test, please, at +20.
technically, +25 technically is what I've been doing.
How so? Well, why was it
It-
5 come from?
or
Oh
is
yeah,
it-
no, you're right. Yeah, +25. Okay. The servo skull goes around the corner. It starts to scan, and it comes up with a reading. There's someone down the other end of the corridor.
What, on the left-hand side?
I don't know. Let's have a look. Can you?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Then it.
Okay, so you've got a chance to do a free action if you want before we move on to the next turn.
What, Nixios or?
Yeah. As in, you've made a move. Your Auspex skull has done a scan as per your automatic action.
Oh, I don't have any free actions on Nix, I don't think.
Well, I mean, like for example, talking to your team members.
Oh, okay.
Not.
Yeah, okay. I'll relay that there is
Just your
there's
GM metagaming now at the minute.
corridor. Let me try and scope them with my rifle. See if I can. Scope.
Hold on. The guardsman, the stormtrooper, mechanicus.
It's hard to tell, but it's definitely a life sign down there.
Yeah. Okay, I've got a life sign. Is there going to be no other life signs down here except for these 4 gentlemen we're hunting?
Are you not sure? Laura told you the underdecks are mostly deserted. She said there may be some engineers down there, but they hardly count. She just said try not to let the mutants be seen by other crew members. Okay, so what did you say to your team, Nixios?
I'm telling them that there's somebody right down the end of this corridor, so be aware. If it's an enemy, he could be able to clock us, and if it's a friendly, we don't want them to see the lizard gentleman.
Chameleon.
Okay, next up then it is Courtney.
Okay. So Courtney is going to run.
Courtney's gonna run
She's just going to run down the corridor with all her speed.
on me.
But, okay.
Okay, so top of the round is Cletus.
That's right. So which way were you looking, Nixios?
I'm gonna
North, east, or west?
off to the left, and this long corridor. Hang on, if we just come back in time.
No, I just moved the server score back. It went out, did a quick scan, and it's come back.
Yeah.
As per its
Here.
natural order. So I can put the server score back. if
No,
you want.
down here.
So
like,
I'll put it back
yeah.
so you can see. You should be able to see the server
Yeah,
scores
yeah.
site path.
That area. Right, I'm going to move
Over here.
forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. See what's in there. They said it's comes from in this room.
I say, like, can you examine the rest? So down here first before we move into that
Oh,
corridor.
right. Okay.
Let's
There's no door. There's no door. I can see going down here.
one
Oh,
down
what?
here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. I can. Yeah. So I'll start off where I am. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
Let's
probably
see.
in the room.
And with my half action, I'll report back what I see.
Okay, well we'll do. If you want to make a search roll on your next, you can make a quick awareness test for a half action. But if you want to do a full search, it'd be full action. So you just want to have a quick look.
Yeah, please.
Okay. So let me get my page up. So make an awareness test, please. Okay. So you see various.
Oh, come on.
What you see, Cletus? You do see like a drum, a part drum, which looks like it contains promethium, or naphtha, as you're used to it being called.
Oh, okay. Beef you.
Yeah, so there's a part drum of promethium here. You see.
Okay.
Next up, it's Tommy Lee.
I'm gonna draw my pistol because I never did that. I'm gonna take my half move to here, and then I'm gonna clear my throat. No, I'm gonna activate the comm and go, no, Miss Nixios, it's an ambush. They're waiting for us. And the goddamn armor, they look like the goddamn armor. We outgunned. I ain't going no further. They're gonna kill us. That's my turn.
Yeah. Of course, it's an ambush.
It's a fucking given. What are you on about? Okay, so
What do we have to change? We've got a long-ranged rifle. That's a possibility. So, with that knowledge, Tommy, do you think the enemy is down the end of this corridor? Is this body sign down here likely to be an enemy? Before I poke my head round.
I don't know, because I spoke for longer than 6 seconds and I can't possibly get in no more words right now.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? When we're going like turn-based for like initiative, and how do you have conversations?
Yeah.
In like when in turn order, it doesn't quite work, does it? So
No.
it's, I mean, I give a bit of leeway there. So as long as you guys don't take the piss, but
I'm happy with people to interact between each other because it needs to be done. It's the only way to bridge the gap between play.
It's
Yeah,
not. The idea of initiative is that everything is happening at the same time, just fractions of a second apart.
Yeah.
And I spoke for about 6 seconds, so I wouldn't have any more words to say. I wouldn't be able to just squeeze in a few more.
But I can't say more words.
okay. So Nixios, is that your go? The server skull floats back to behind you. You don't know if it's been seen. Next up is Courtney.
Okay. Courtney is going to. So where's this body? Can somebody ping me where this shape is? Person at the end of the corridor.
I can't see him.
Okay. Courtney's going to move up to here, just cautiously.
So you move up to this wall.
Yeah, and half.
You're led to believe that in the corridor beyond, at the end of the corridor, could be an adversary.
Okay, is that to the left? Is it?
Yeah, down to the left.
Okay. All right, I'm going to take a half aim down that corridor. Next.
So are you actually popping your head out and aiming down the corridor, or
Yeah.
so you want to kind of lean around this corridor
Yeah.
and take an aim? Okay. Courtney, you pop your head around. I'd like you to make an awareness test, please.
Okay, my awareness is terrible, so I probably will not see the bullets slamming into my skull. As they do.
You see a bullet. Oh, not many people.
My awareness is shocking.
It's far too
Hang on.
Neo shit.
It's not letting me do it. Hang on. Oh yeah, it will, yeah.
Okay, so you look round, the lighting's subdued, there's all these kind of dim red lights everywhere, and you can't see this adversary of which people are speaking. But then suddenly you do see the muzzle flash of a shotgun. So the person who's waiting, who's been holding his action, fires at you when you kind of pop your head round with your gun.
Okay.
Wankster.
Let's get this going.
Okay, so your adversary, let's just call him a stormtrooper, shall we? He shoots.
Okay.
But I mean, it was an accurate shot. Apart from it hits the wall just beside you. So you're poking out with just your arm and your head, but the bulk of you is kind of behind the wall.
Excellent.
So the shotgun blast hits the wall. There's like a ricochet and a kind of this deafening noise, and it really just put the fear of you, the fear up you, Johnny.
She's gonna shrink back behind the recoil from it and go, "By the Emperor! I think we've found him."
Okay, and Johnny, you
Yep.
retreat to the mansion in your mind, looking as you do in a time of stress for power to help you. So nearly taking a shotgun blast to the face has given you the heebie-jeebies. So I'd like you to make a random power roll to see what power you gain for the next D4 session. So first of all, I'd like you to roll a D8.
A D8.
Let's see So let's see what the random fate has for us today. What have you rolled?
3.
3. Very good. I'd like you now to roll a D11.
A D11. 4. Hang on a second. 6.
6. So on the door in the mansion in your mind, you head to a door, and the inscription on the wooden door is of a flame. If you go inside is the power from the School of Pyromancy, and you've learned Firestorm.
Oh, good.
So let me just see what this does. It's probably a good thing. Probably also you might be able to combine it with Sculpt Flame. So
Oh,
there we
yeah.
go. So Firestorm, it's a threshold of 16. The first time you get to cast it for free. It costs a half action, and it's got a range of 50 meters. So this is a direct damage spell. Firestorm instantly creates an intense conflagration about your target as the air itself ignites, burning all within to cinders. So you can call a firestorm anywhere within range to a point you have line of sight to.
Okay.
The firestorm has a 6-meter radius from the point or the individual targeted, and it does 1d10 plus 5 energy damage.
Oh.
Okay. So I'll add on Firestorm to your character sheet, and I'd like you to roll a d4, please.
A D4.
This will tell you how many sessions you get to keep the spell for.
3.
Okay, so you get this for the next 3 sessions.
Awesome. Now I'm doing next turn.
Okay, so after Courtney, it's Cletus.
Cletus.
You
Well,
Sharon Killer, what are you doing?
he's going to run to where he heard Courtney get attacked. Where did Courtney go?
So Courtney's behind this wall. She just peered around the corridor, and then she's just darted her head back in. So you've lost your half aim now, Courtney, because you can't flee and keep the aim. So, Cletus, you're moving. So what? You're running?
I am running, but I'm going to try and do a silent ninja run.
You can silent move up to your normal move. You can't silent run.
Okay, so can I do up to 6? Can I? Up to my...
I think your normal move is 12, isn't it?
Oh, okay, yeah, so I'm not 9.
Half move is 6. Full move
Yeah,
is
okay. So, where did Courtney get attacked from?
Well, let's go around the corner, make an awareness test, please. And I'd also like you to make a silent move test. And I'd also like you to make a concealment test. If you make those tests one after another, please.
Awareness, I don't see shit.
Okay, so you can't see the adversary, but you have been told that he's down this corridor.
Ooh, I'm slightly noisy. And then what's the other one? Concealment.
Concealment? Is it going to be free for free? Free for free. Oh, actually, no. This is the concealment is an opposed test.
He gets a bonus from chameleon to concealment as well.
Is it plus 20? Is it for? I believe.
I think it's 30.
30. Okay, so plus 30 for the spell.
0.1 degree of success then.
Oh no, it's plus 30 you get, so you'll be better than that. Oh, for concealment, you've already failed by 1 degree, so it goes up to 2 degrees success. Yeah.
Is silent move opposed as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, silent move is opposed, I believe, against your opponent's awareness. Okay, so you don't see your adversary. Does he see you?
Let's see.
Is that your go, Cletus?
That is my turn. I've moved and I'm like invisible.
Tommy Lee.
I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna.
Yes. So you see Courtney dart round. You hear the shot fired.
I'm gonna move to there.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go. I don't know where they are, Mr. Nixios, but I know we're going to die. I just know things. We're going to die. We're going to die. Just screaming in his face.
Reassuring.
Some fucking mighty boo shit, rather.
That's me.
Okay. Nice,
Yeah.
nice turn, Tommy Lee.
Howard Moon Lee.
Nixios,
Full
it's your
moon.
go.
Full
Can
moon
I
action.
aim around the corner, Al?
So
Pot
where
shot.
are you? Where's your position? So yeah, you can poke your head around this corner.
Right, I'm gonna poke my
Try
head.
and take cover. You
gonna
can try and take
take
cover.
a half aim, and I'm gonna take a shot at the dude at the end. Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of know where he is, so you can shoot at him. You make a half aim. You see him. I'd like you to make a roll to hit, please.
It's 10, 20. Half range is 10 as well, isn't it?
It's plus 10 for half range, which you will be, won't you?
Yeah, it's 180.
So
So
plus 10 for half aim, plus 5 to your ballistic skill from your tracking array, plus 10 for single shot, plus 10 for half range.
so hang on, say that again.
Okay, so it's plus 10 for single shot, plus 10 for half range, plus 10 for half aim.
Yeah,
That's plus 35, and you also get plus 5 for your targeting array.
yeah, and plus another 10 for an accurate weapon on the name. So
Okay. So that's what, plus 45, is that
yeah,
what you
what's
say?
the aim? Is that minus 20 to make a cold shot?
Yes. Andy, you do think that he's kind of tucked in behind the wall, just like you are. So if you want to make a cold shot, you want to make a cold shot to either his like left arm or his head.
Eyeball!
Yeah, what do you say? Minus 20, right? I'm going to aim for the head, I think.
Okay. Okay. Your aim is true. It's a beautiful, clean headshot, or is it? The Stormtrooper dodges back round the
You,
corner.
Alan. But doesn't know that.
I'm taking every dice roll personally. What's fucking going on here? I'm allowed to roll dice. I'm allowed to make a dodge. Eh? Don't barrack your GM. Don't barrack your GM.
Not cannot possibly imagine there's an acolyte with a
Courtney.
fucking Dark Eldar rifle around the corner.
Courtney.
Okay. So, Courtney's going to firestorm the shit out of this guy.
Okay. You pop your head round the corner.
And then extend her hand in black, and then with two fingers just go that, and then just go.
Firstly, I'd like you to make an awareness test. You don't actually know where the guy is properly yet.
Oh no, I'm going to fail. I'm going to fail.
I
Okay.
know roughly where he is because you saw the muzzle flash, but I just want to see if you
Yeah.
actually see it.
Get one.
Now, the advantage of this firestorm is it's a fire and forget sort of weapon anyway, so it's a blast attack. So even if you don't know exactly where he is, you can still try and burn him to death. So I'd like to make so the first time you cast a spell, after rolling it, you get to cast it for free, so you don't need to make a test.
Okay.
But I do want you to roll a d10, see if you roll a perils.
Okay. So what do I have to avoid?
Anything but a 9.
Right. Okay. Oh, hang on.
Pressure.
Just press the wrong thing. Okay. Hang on a second. I've just done something weird. Okay. Hang on. Bear with me.
I'm bearing with you.
I think I've just gone out of Roll20 for some reason.
Well,
It looks like he's still there. Do you want me to roll for you, Johnny?
I'll go for it. Hang on. Bear with. Let's go. Okay. I'll be in there as I can. I'll do it. D10. Okay, I can do this.
You can do it.
The famous last words. Okay. Yes. I believe that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. 3.
Okay, so the spell goes off. You feel fire flowing through your hand. You create a conflagration, and it feels good to burn things, Courtney.
Oh, it does.
You like burning things, you know.
It just feels right. It just feels so right.
Okay, the Stormtrooper cannot dodge. He's already dodged his turn. I'd like you to roll damage, which is D10 plus
Okay.
5.
Wow. So that's 10 altogether.
Was he set on fire?
Well, to be honest, it doesn't say that, but the spell doesn't actually ignite them, which is a bit of a shame. But it's just kind of like it's just a direct damage spell. It doesn't actually ignite them. So what have you rolled? You rolled is that your damage roll there, Johnny?
Yeah, that's 5.
So
Plus
you
5, so 10.
You do 10 points of damage.
Yes.
Obviously, minus his armor
Mm-hmm.
and his toughness, which comes
1 point of damage.
how? Well, I'm gonna move his health bar down slightly.
Okay.
But yes, you do 1 wound to him. So not quite as impressive as we might have hoped. But you can still try and cast this in the future, but you need to actually manifest it properly.
Okay.
Like you would cast a normal spell, so you won't get it for free next time.
Okay.
So Courtney, that's your go. Oh, I'll tell you what I have done. I've missed the Stormtrooper. I'll do the Stormtrooper now. I'll add him onto the turn list. Okay. Okay, so he should have gone before you, Courtney, but okay. So what we'll play is at the minute you're behind the wall, Courtney. So we're just going to go back in time. So the Stormtrooper's acting on initiative 7. So he pulls from his belt a small item. He primes it, and he throws it.
Grenade!
Okay. So do we have? Oh, how embarrassing! I've misplaced my D8 yet again. I roll a D10 and then roll 9s and 10s definitely. Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Range on a grenade.
The grenade's range is strength bonus times 3. So in this case, the grenade is being thrown 12 meters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he's aiming it here. And let's get a little. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he's aiming it here. But maybe it's the incineration. It's disturbed his aim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The grenade clangs into the corner. And it detonates. The grenade is a flashbang. So currently, the 2 people it will affect will be Cletus, who's directly in the line of sight, and Nixios, because you're popping your head around trying to shoot. So it's got 15-meter blast. So you're in range. I'd like to make a toughness test to avoid blinding, please. Neither of you have photovisors or anything, I don't think.
No.
Dark vision. Then. Dark vision.
Dark vision lets you see in the dark, but it doesn't give you any protection. The target ray only really goes over one eye. It's like a little heads up, like a green lens that clicks over your eye. So it doesn't offer any protection against flashbangs.
And where does the grenade land?
It lands here. If you see where that red circle is, can you see that?
No. Okay.
I'm blind.
Okay, so roll a d5, please, Hayden.
/ space D.
D5.
It's,
No, there's not. You're getting forward slash there.
yeah, I forgot that, didn't I? No, let's go back.
There isn't one built into an Enforcer flak helmet, is there?
The Enforcer flak helmet. No, there is no photovisors inbuilt into that. The Enforcers. It's a bit like Imperial Guard armor. I don't think Imperial Guard get photovisors standard, do they?
No.
Did I? Didn't think so. But yeah, and it's also the Enforcer armor. It's kind of like a primitive version of Imperial Guard armor as well. So where are we? So 99. All the rolls are coming out today. Can you roll a d5, please? Nixios.
I just tried re-rolling that as well.
Oh, great. Okay, so Cletus, you're blinded for 2 turns. Nixios, you're blinded for 3 turns. I think while you're blinded, I think it's only -20 to ballistic skill. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's not too bad, right, for being blind?
Yep.
Okay. But yes, obviously, there's this terrible bang and a flash, and your vision has been drastically reduced. So the Stormtrooper's had his go. He drops shotgun, pulls out the grenade, throws it. So then Courtney goes around the corner and does a firestorm. Then it's top of the round, it's Cletus.
Cletus will move towards sound of click upgrade.
So you're gonna stagger towards.
Yeah, well, is it north?
It's due west.
Due
Where the
west.
grenade landed, where this red circle is on the map. Can you see that?
Okay. Give me a second. 6. We're going to make half action
Toughness test.
and silent move test as well. So, because I'm still chameleoned up, aren't I?
You're still chameleoned up. So make a silent move test, and I'd like to make another concealment roll. Plus 30.
Yeah, was it just a toughness test, or do we get a dodge before it?
That's a good point, actually. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to dodge, actually. And this, actually, that's a very good point, James. So, I don't see why you can't dodge grenades. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dave.
You can dodge a grenade, but it has to be targeting you for you to dodge.
Okay. So,
yeah, I still fail.
Okay. But what I will let you do, Cletus, is you've got a perk for agility 60, don't you? It's called flinch.
Yes.
I'd like you to make a flinch roll as a grenade is thrown. I think you need a 15 or lower.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you actually, your natural awareness kicks in and you flinch and you can move 1 square. And I'd recommend if you move just back here out the way of the grenade. That would make most sense. So you can avoid blinding. I think you were here.
There.
That's where you were.
Just to there. Yeah.
Yeah, just to move 1 square down. So you get to make a free dodge and like a 1 square move, and that's because of your 60 stat bonus on agility.
Okay, so do we want us to make a dodge now?
No. You flinched out of the way of the.
That's enough.
The blast. Yeah, to get out of the way. So next up, it is. Oh, so it's your go now, Cletus, but you can act normally, as in you're not blinded.
Oh, this is good. So, 1. I passed my silent move test, though, didn't I?
You got a 1 degree of failure, but it's an opposed test.
4, 5. What do I see here?
Make an awareness test. Okay, you thought you heard something like sort of this weird squeaky voice, but it must have been in your head. You're not sure. You didn't see anything.
All right. I'm still. That's the end of my turn. I'm still disguised. Moving up sneakily, chameleon.
Okay, so you're just making a half move.
Yeah. Well, I think I've done it all. I've an observational skills and everything.
Say the awareness test was a freebie, so you've still got another half
Okay.
action.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I'll move a bit further forward. There's another servitor.
Yeah, you see another servitor.
Okay,
Again,
that's my turn.
seem to be doing anything. Okay, that shall go. Tommy Lee, you're next.
Okay, I'm gonna. Still screaming, we're gonna die, we're gonna die. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3.
You wouldn't die if you run out like that, Tommy.
Run into this room, screaming down the corridor at Cletus. Where are you going, boy? Don't go down where you're gonna die. That's me.
Okay, I'd like you to make an awareness test, Tommy. Okay. Nixios, you're next. Blink, you try and regain some vision. 1 turn down. What are you doing?
Same. I'm gonna aim and take a shot,
Okay, let's have a look.
but I'm not gonna do a thing, bolt shot this time. So I'm gonna same shot. 25.
Okay. This one mapped. Where's blinding? Just for a moment, I'm just checking the blind mechanic. If you just give me 1 minute.
Yeah. Okay.
Blind. Oh, actually, it says here, so blindness. Blind characters are bereft of vision and consequently have a much harder time surviving. Blind characters automatically fail all bliss skill tests and any other tests that involve vision. Characters suffer a -30 to a weapon skill dodge and parry tests. And you also move at half your normal rate.
Okay,
Try
right.
and move,
Okay.
try and move
Can I
faster.
try using my second fate point to re-roll that dodge?
You can. I say you didn't make a dodge. I thought Dave said you can only dodge. Actually, that doesn't really make much sense, Dave, because grenades are nearly always targeting. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm saying, if you're affected by a grenade, you can try and dodge it. So, make a dodge roll with your second fate point then.
Let me just check. Getting back to... Okay, right. First of all, let me see if I get that fate point back.
You and your regenerating fate points, James.
Right, I'll try a read.
Oh.
Even worse, it's an 18. Right, I'm not going to try and dodge that. I'm just going to suck it up.
Okay, so are you doing anything with this turn? Are you moving back out of... Presumably going to move back and get out of the line of fire? Because the minute you were poked around, you were
so
taking a
hang on.
shot before, so...
No.
What are you doing?
What am I doing, Alan?
I don't know. There seems to be some sort of personal empathy here. I like it.
One.
Feels good. Feels good to be bad.
You called me a fromager, James.
Fromage. It's a fromagetoire.
I never saw your second dodge roll, by the way. Did you?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to waste it, mate, because I don't have dodge, so it's an 18. So
Okay.
Or you could even try re-rolling your toughness test.
I just rolled straight agility. So,
So you could try re-rolling your toughness test, which is testing on 34.
I did that anyway. I did that.
Oh, you did. Oh, you did that anyway. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Um,
Right, you are. So what you're going to do? You can only move at half.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's me. That's my move.
So if you want to move that quickly, you have to make a difficult -10 agility test. Because you're blind.
So what? I should just move.
Actually, no. That's only 3 squares. That's 3 squares. Is that right?
No, I've
So it's
moved a
half
total
move.
of 6.
Okay, so if you're doing...
So am I alright to move 3 squares then?
No, I don't... I think you need to kind of move... You started here, didn't you? I think you need to go
Yeah.
like 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And that'll be an agility test.
No, I'm not going to do that then.
Okay, so you can only move up to 3.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay.
I was just checking what was in that room on my right hand side.
Okay, you have a look in, but you're blind, so... Stormtrooper. Stormtrooper will hold his action. He hasn't got any good shots to anyone. He doesn't seem to know you're there, Cletus. Because otherwise he would have probably shot you. Otherwise he'd have probably shot you by now.
Yeah, maybe.
Courtney, your go?
Okay. I'm going to...
And I'm going to say, Cletus, try and get to him. Those grenades, they blinded me. And they negate our range advantage.
All right. Obviously, get his color off after doing this crazy maneuver.
Okay. I can't see where everybody else is. Sorry, just bear with me. Oh, yeah, there we are. Okay.
Are you moving around the corner?
Yeah,
if you want to move your token just to peek around the corner, that's fine. But just tell me what you want to do. Tell me what your character wants to do.
I'm going to move there, and then I'm going to fire. I'm going to set this guy on fire again.
Okay, so you're moving out into the corridor itself.
I am.
Okay, so as you do so, the Stormtrooper takes his half action that he's been saving, and he shoots you.
Has he got a shotgun? Is it going to be in range?
Got a shotgun. Shotgun's a 30-meter range, I believe.
Okay.
I think he's not in half.
Long range.
He's in normal range. Okay, so the shotgun blast hits you, unless you can dodge.
I'm gonna try and dodge that, even though my dodge is terrible. So, but no, actually, it's not as terrible as I think it is. It's still bad, but it's not great. Okay. Hey.
Okay, yeah. You don't like being shot with shotguns, and you managed to sidestep the attack. Well done, Courtney.
Kiki, and then she's gonna point a finger at him, and then try and engulf him in flames again.
Okay, so I think I said the threshold on this was 16. So let's have a look at your character. So I think you've got a psi rating of 2, Courtney, which means you can roll 2d10. Let's have a check. Or do you?
Okay.
I hope you've got psi rating 2. That means you can roll up to 2d10. You can choose 1 or 2, but given the difficulty of this,
Use 2.
Use 2. So you roll 2d10 and you add your willpower bonus, which is 4. So you're
Okay.
rolling 2d10 plus 4, and you're trying to get 16 or higher in order to make the test.
And then plus 4, that's done. And no
So you
perils.
roll- So you roll a
15,
total
19.
of- so you rolled a total of 19.
Yeah.
So the reason it's important is for every 5 points over,
Yeah.
you've got what's called overbleed, so you do more damage, I think.
Oh,
So,
right, okay.
So you don't overbleed.
Yeah.
So, but what this also means is as you get more psi rating, you can throw more dice, and you can, try and empower the spell.
I've seen you rocking 3 dice and stuff, so I've seen 3 dice been thrown out.
Yeah. I mean, Yarn's an absolute abuser of warp power, especially. The
You-
abuser.
That just sounds terrible. It sounds diabolical. It sounds like heresy. But yeah.
Okay, so Firestorm 16. Yes, every 5 points of overbleed, you do an extra D10 of damage.
Okay.
So the damage you do is D10 plus 5.
D10 plus 5. Okay. Come on, make it a good one this time.
Well, he's going to try and also.
That's awful.
Dodge. He doesn't dodge.
But it doesn't do
It
anything.
looks like his Stormtrooper armor seems to be weathering the.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that's Courtney's go. Top of the round is Cletus.
What about lightning? Would you?
You could try lightning. It's probably a similar vibe, but you could give that a try
Yeah.
instead if you're feeling it.
I think I
can
will.
check. We'll check what lightning does on your next turn. So what are you doing, Cletus?
Okay.
So where did I hear? I would have seen this flame blast go off in front of me, wouldn't I?
Flamer blast. Who's using flamer weapons? He's
Flame
shooting a
blast.
shotgun.
No.
Flaming blast.
Oh, yeah, the incineration. Yeah, it's. I'll draw you a mark. To represent the fire. Well, actually, I'll tell you what. So it's about here, is where the incineration has been going.
Okay.
Blast.
I'm going to charge a distance.
You're going to charge into combat?
Yeah.
Okay. So make your charge.
I do. Do you have to roll for a charge?
You have to roll for your attack. Okay.
A massive charge.
So
Okay.
charge is plus 20. Are you
I'm going to
attacking
make
with your
a
fist or...
grapple with my attack.
Okay. I'd like you to make a opposed strength test with the Stormtrooper.
I'll get a +10 for having extra arms.
Is that so? How
It is.
terribly convenient.
It's terribly convenient, Alan. Terribly convenient.
Are you eating quiche, James?
Ironic.
Awesome.
Chorizo quiche. Delicious.
Is it bio cheese included in the
Could be.
somehow?
Okay,
Should-
Cletus. The
It should be.
The Stormtrooper, he doesn't seem to see you as you bear down, but so you get the jump on him, and you grab at him with all 4. Well, actually, you have 2 of your arms because you've got an auto gun in the other 2. So
Yeah.
or maybe you can just grab him with 3 arms and hold the auto gun in the other.
Yeah, I can do that.
You grab hold of him, and you grab hold
grab
of
hold of
his
him.
arm and his
I want to grab hold of. I want to grab hold of him with 2 and leave the arse gun pointed at his gut.
Okay, interesting. So you
I
grab
like
hold of him. So if we say this, I'm going to take away the bonus 10 if you're just using 2 of your arms, okay? But it still seems to be good enough. You've got the jump on him, and you grab hold of him, and you grab hold of his arms and a gun, and you're trying to stop him from shooting. So at the minute you've got him contained within a grapple. Cletus. Tommy Lee, it's your go.
If I... Oh, shit. Where have I gone? If I peek out of this doorway, can I see anything?
Make a awareness test, please.
Hello, baby. Peach.
That's too good.
Yeah, sorry, Dad.
Okay, so Tommy, you can see the stormtrooper. You can see this armored knight down at the end of the corridor, and he seems to be wrestling, fighting with something that you can only see the outline of a shadow. But you're sure that it's Cletus that you can see. So Cletus is there, and that he's fighting with this stormtrooper. Seems to be trying to grab hold of him and incapacitate him. So that's what you can see. Difficult to pull out a shot in these scenarios, but not impossible.
How far away roughly is it?
Okay, so let's get the ruler out, shall we? So
Just imagine in the middle
21
in the
minutes.
middle
What, sorry?
of a firefight, somebody getting a tape measure out and under fire. I can
We've
see it.
We've done plenty of that in the in the garage of dreams.
Yes.
Get your tape measure out.
Put it to the test.
Okay.
Oh, it's got to be in rapid fire range, surely.
Johnny Inches faster.
Yeah, Johnny Inches. Yeah, man.
That's because I always used to play scenery at 25 inches apart.
Okay.
I never knew that. That was your secret all along.
Okay, so what's happening then, Tommy? What are you doing?
It's a revelation.
I'm just going to stand there and scream that we're all going to die. This is doom. This is folly. We should get the fuck out of here. And that's my turn.
Oh, dude.
Okay, Tommy.
I've got an idea.
Okay, so Nixios, shoot go. Another turn off your blindings.
I mean, what's that so spooked, man?
What do you say, James?
I said, what's got Tommy so spooked?
Oh, you don't know.
Well, I'm asking the motherfucker.
He ain't afraid of no man.
Oh, he's not. Looks like Dave's gone away from. Like Dave's gone away from keyboard.
Right, I'm moving 3 up to there.
So we encounter the quiche monster behind the corner that being fed bodies.
Okay, so
You know, quiche, Johnny.
I think we've got quiche in the fridge. You're making me want to eat quiche now, James. You've done it. You've unlocked something within me.
The stormtrooper tries to break free of your grapple. I'd like to make a strength test. Are you using 2 arms or 4?
I'm going to use 3 arms and hold on to my gun at belly point still.
Okay, so you get a +10. Well, let's say if you had a pistol, maybe this would work a bit better. If you want to use 2 aims, if you want to use 2 hands to aim the gun and basically have him a grapple and shoot him, that's cool. But since it's a basic weapon, you need 2 hands for that.
I will.
Pistol, you might be able to use 3 hands and a grab.
I will drop it just so I'm holding at the handle then for this turn on wrestling with 3 arms, so I still get my bonus.
Okay. Well, what we'll say it's on a strap if you like.
Okay.
It's up to you. You can either say it's on a strap, and you can let it drop, and then you still have to redraw it when you want it again, or you could hold it in one hand. Let's have a look at the rules for multiple appendages. So yeah, it's +10 for grapples, isn't it?
Just Leanne's lift's bailed on her. I'm going to have to dash off in like 15 minutes and pick her up.
All right, you are, buddy. So you're gonna grapple him with 3 arms, and you're gonna hold on to your gun. So make an opposed strength test. Okay, you think you've got him. Yeah, you've got him good. You think, Cletus? However, you hear the sound of another shotgun being fired, and you see a chunk come out of the corridor.
Oh.
I can't say
Sorry.
I can't say anything with you, Johnny. It's not possible to speak.
No,
There's no safe words. There's no safe words. It can't be done.
nothing is sacred anymore.
I know. So, you've been shot at, Cletus, but the shot's missed. And a fragment of the corridor has been blown out. Not a chunk. I'll have to add that to the forbidden words list. Okay, so that's the Stormtroopers go. Courtney.
Okay. Courtney's going to use the lightning because it makes sense. I'm going to change things up a bit and try it out.
Okay, so
Okay,
let me just get this spell up so I can familiarise myself with it. So Bio Lightning, it's a threshold of 14, but it's only got a range of 10 meters, so I don't believe you're in range.
No, I'll use the flame again.
Just hold on. Let me finish speaking.
All right.
So if you overbleed by 5 points, extends the range of it by another 10 meters.
It won't be enough.
And if you overbleed by 10 points, you can launch a second bolt of energy as well.
No,
So if you do a massive overbleed, you might do like 3 or 4 jolts of lightning.
Okay. Courtney's going to run down the corridor to help Cletus. And she's going to run 18. She's going to run. Hang on. She's going to run. What's the charge range you have to be out of to charge in?
I think it's like
4 meters.
4 meters away. Your charge is only 12 as opposed to 18, I think.
Okay, just let me count that and see if it's legit. So,
I've got a ruler. I'll get my ruler out, Johnny.
7, 8, 9.
So a 12-meter charge will get you to here.
Yeah.
Then
18.
18 gets you to here.
Okay, I'll go 18.
See that ruler, or is it just me?
That is a great ruler.
You can see it. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to make a run?
Yeah, we can make a run.
I'm going to send you a message, Johnny.
Okay. Oh no. That sounds great.
Okay. Yes, I must always ask for these messages that I send people. Please keep them confidential.
They are
okay. So
necessarily confidential.
We can't know about discussing our own destructions between each player's log. Anyway,
Stop it! Stop it! You're making me want to get snacks. In the middle of a firefight, it's not good.
Rowdy's looked like he's got a right feast on the go. What you got on the go there, buddy?
Got like a Chorito Scotch egg. Quite nice. A Chorito beef. Some anchovies.
Anchovies on a
Some
plate.
Olives.
Olives. Olives. Decadence on a Friday.
And this kind of quinoa salad.
Very nice. Apart from the anchovies, which can get in the bin, but
the anchovies are they're not salty. They're pickled.
According to adverts to do with anything to do with olive and olive oil, that will extend your life. So good work, James.
Olives.
Very good.
I didn't gorge on it, and I did any kind of exercise. It would.
Cletus, you've got a hold of your adversary.
Exercise is overrated.
What are you doing?
What I intend to do is hold back 2 of his arms with an arm each. Try to get a stranglehold with my other arm around his neck, and with the other arm what's holding the rifle, which is hopefully pressed into the back of his knee, I'm going to try fire that.
Okay. I'd like you to make your opposed strength test, please, to pull off this maneuver. Okay, so Cletus, you're stronger than this guy. You know, he's strong. He's a trained fighter, but you're stronger, and you've got him. You've got him at a disadvantage. You hold back his arms. You try and strangle him with one hand, but you just find no purchase at all on his advanced modern armor. With your forearm, you bring the gun and try and take off a cheeky shot against him. I'd like you to roll damage from an autogun against the Stormtrooper, please.
On full auto.
No, just a damage roll, please, for a...
Okay, what's the damage? 1 minute.
I mean, you're combining about... Let's see, I mean, you're combining a whole host of actions there with like a grapple
Thank you very much, Alexander, being there.
triangle attempt. It's
You're the best.
he's always trying to take an extra inch, isn't he? You give him an inch. Try to eke out a little more advantage. He's always slicing out.
The old Hayden freestyle.
Got the autogun.
Okay, so you shoot him in the knee. Shoot him in the back of the knee with your autogun.
Okay, I'll roll a D10 and then
D10 plus
yeah, I'll roll a D10.
D10 plus 2 or D10 plus 3?
Feels the need for knees.
Okay.
Sorry, terrible.
Shoot him in the knee, but again, his armor is strong. Cletus.
Oh,
The leg man
it would be.
Got an armored leg. It doesn't seem to hurt him.
How dare he?
Tommy Lee, snap yourself out of it, man. What are you doing?
I'm going to...
I did ask him what's got him so spooked.
Oh yeah. You did get a question from Nixios, so feel free to answer that as a free action.
I'm going to turn and look straight at Nixios, wild-eyed, and say, Mr. Prickles says we're going to die! And then I'm going to, without looking down the corridor, whilst looking at Nixios, I'm going to cast Unnatural Flame.
Okay.
Sorry, was that on unnatural lame? Oh.
No, Johnny, it wasn't, and that was a terrible pun that made no sense as well. So
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I take it back. I take it back, Dave.
you won't be laughing in a minute when I accidentally shoot Courtney.
Why?
Oh,
I thought we were a team.
this is the A team. Come on, guys.
It's a team.
fail, I think.
I
Nope.
believe so.
It was definite. It was definite pun fail. I'm sorry about that, Dave.
I'm going to.
I failed. I failed us all.
Okay,
I'm going to try and use my fate point.
Are you looking for an 8?
Dave, I feel like you've slid an invisible pistol across the table and said, "Take your own life."
Okay, your luck.
No, that's
your luck holds out.
next turn.
Your luck
yeah.
holds out, Tommy, for once.
So I'm going to re-roll my power. That goes off.
Goes off. You cast Unnatural.
Yeah, and I'm going to single shot down the corridor into combat.
Excellent. Good choice.
Okay, you do realise there'll be a risk of hitting Cletus. You'd be at -20 shooting into combat.
He's only a mutant.
So
It's
I'm
okay.
plus 30 for unnatural aim.
I'm joking, Hayden. I'm joking.
Sorry, you're too
That's why they
bright.
sent you expendable.
What does expendable mean, Cletus?
Detonate this collar.
Okay.
Take out the stormtrooper with a dead collar. That's genius. We're joking. We're not going to do this.
Yeah,
But it would probably work. It's probably the most effective weapon we've got to take out this stormtrooper.
What are you
Yeah,
asking?
probably.
What are you asking, Dave?
I said I think it's a plus 20 altogether because I'm plus 30 unnatural aim.
It might work.
Yeah.
It might work. It might work.
Single shot and then -20 into combat.
It's a last resort.
Yeah, that seems right to me.
I need ice.
Ice, baby.
Oh.
Okay, so Tommy Lee pulls out his revolver. He's looking at you, Nixios, as he fires down the corridor. The shot is clean. Roll damage. He can't dodge. He's being grappled.
9 at pen 3.
And free.
I've got man stoppers.
Oh, wow. Fucking Tommy Lee. With a pen of 3. Very good. Okay, so that takes it down to 2. Okay, so you do a good shot. So it's -9, pen of 3. You do 3 wounds to the
Okay.
Stormtrooper. Oops.
Right, I'll be back in a few minutes.
After Tommy Lee, it's Nixios. This is your last turn of blindness, Nixios.
Okay. Okay. Move 3 to there.
Okay.
Um,
Goal hovels up behind you.
yeah.
Make an awareness test, please.
You what?
Make an awareness test, please. Actually, no, don't, because you're blind. Forget about it. Okay, so Courtney's next, but she's not here, so we'll have to wait.
Wait. I'll be there shortly.
Very good.
Can my prehensile tail have a roll of its own?
Now
Sweep the leg.
Now, what extra advantage are you trying to do? I'll let you do a grapple, knee shot,
Leg.
and a strangulation, and now you want more?
I always said I had a prehensile tail. I'm not
Sweep the
using
leg.
it. I'm thinking of
Sweep the
trying
leg with
to.
the tail.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I mean, what? I mean, we're kind of freestyling the rules a bit here, but when you're making these successful grapple rolls, I'm letting you, because of your extra limbs, make doing damage with your gun as well, which you wouldn't normally be allowed to do that, but I think that's pretty cool.
no.
Cool idea. So
I
I'm
know.
letting you do that, and you did, but you just didn't do a very good damage roll. So
I want to try robbing the guy with a prehensile tail.
I mean, you
Oh,
can do. You've already got a good grab. We can say the tail's grabbing onto his leg if you want as well. Just what I mean.
I'd
Just
like to see if he's got a knife and pull that out of his armor and then stab him with it. Really, that's what I'm looking for.
Well, it could well have a knife, but I think you'd maybe need disarm for here because that might well be what you'd need, which I don't think you get at this level.
No, okay.
I think disarming requires an actual skill.
All right, I've got no plan
But
then.
that's certainly something you can get. Something perhaps in Cletus's future. But you've already got him. You've already got him pretty much where you want him, Cletus. You've got him in a good position, and he can't shoot, which is the most important thing. So Stormtrooper goes. He's going to try and break through your grapple. Make a grapple roll, add your +10. Opposed strength test, please, Hayden.
Yeah, I was doing that one.
No worries, mate. I'm just. Sometimes I've got the map up and I don't see. I don't see.
Oh no, I'll just get in there. It's all right. No worries. Sometimes I'm open.
So yeah, you've got him. You've got him firmly, Cletus. He's not going anywhere. The other Stormtrooper shoots you, Cletus.
It's a bit.
Oh, where's Tommy?
Tommy Lee is here.
Still back there. Yeah. As I advance past Tommy, is Dave there?
I think Dave's gone away from keyboard. He said he'd be back
All
in.
right. I'll wait till Dave gets back.
You're just gonna, if you want to do talking's free action, that's fine. So another shotgun blast rings, but it misses you again, Cletus. It looks like this other Stormtrooper is trying not to hit his friend. He's trying to shoot you, but he's failed to do so. Courtney, you sure go.
Okay, Courtney's going to charge into the Stormtrooper.
Okay.
So she's got a one of her weapons. The better one is in her other hand.
So if we have a look at, I think you've got mono axe and las pistol, is it?
I'll go for the mono axe. I think.
Okay. So at the minute you'd have to swap your weapons round. But
Yeah.
So you got to put your mono axe in your main hand and attack with it.
Yeah. And then she's going to just charge. So I've just got to get this map up.
Okay.
She's going to charge into the Stormtrooper there, and then do just a normal attack.
Well, charge will be at plus 20.
Oh yeah, just a charge then. So
Plus 20 to your weapon skill.
okay. Bear with me. I've got this horrible death cough that's just not going away at the moment.
It's not what you need.
No, it's not ideal. Oh, I'm gonna use a fate point for that because I actually have one.
That can't be legal.
I know it should be illegal. It ought to be
Okay.
illegal.
Courtney,
Okay.
you anger the gods and you lose both your fate points.
Shit.
No.
Nah, still miss.
Okay, so 1 fate point used.
Mhm.
You're being careful. You're trying to avoid hitting Cletus as well, and you can't see Cletus that well, but you're quite sure that he's got hold of the Stormtrooper. So you were on the side of caution with your strike, but you don't. You just get a glancing blow. Top of the round is Cletus.
Cletus is going to try, with his spare hand, which isn't holding down the Stormtrooper's arms, is going to try and push his eyeball into his brain with his spare thumb, his clawed finger.
It's got a full face mask on, so you don't think that'll work at all.
You're not. All right.
Yeah, I mean you can't get to his eyes, even if I still don't know how I feel about targeting eyes, but it can't be done in this case. So.
Certainly
Oh.
a key area.
With his spare hand with the gun, he's going to
Right.
start smashing the butt of the gun over his eye socket on his mask.
Okay, so I'd like you to make your grapple roll.
Interesting. I like the move. It's a good move.
Okay, you've got him in all sorts of trouble, and you get the gun and you smash it into his face. And like I say, he's got a full face helmet on. So you try and bash it
Yeah,
in.
I'm going to try and break it through. I'm
You're gonna try
concentrating in one area.
Okay, so I'd like you to roll damage. I think damage for an improvised attack isn't great. I think it's D5 minus 2 for an improvised attack.
That's
D5 minus 1, I think, for an improvised. I think it's D5 minus 2 for unarmed.
That's a roll D4.
No, roll a D5, please.
Okay.
Was a good roll.
You said D5 minus 1, so I rolled D4.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing. So I'd like to roll D5 and minus 1, and then you add your strength bonus.
It's D5. Oh, great. 4 altogether.
Okay, the butt of the gun smashes into his face, and his head rings back, and his ears must be ringing inside. But his armor is modern and tough. It's better armor than anything you've ever seen before, Cletus. It looks advanced, and you don't think that this method of attack it's not yielding many results as yet. Maybe if you carry on at the same place, maybe it will. But at the moment, you don't think you've done any damage to him. Next up, it's Tommy Lee. But you do still have him. You do still have him firmly controlled. You've still got.
Yeah, both arms. One arm round his neck, the other arm beating him up.
And I say, even though you haven't done any damage, you're pretty sure that this sort of thing was going to be demoralising him, and it's going to be.
Yeah, out of the RPG, you've totally saved the day because we couldn't he's fucked our long range by blinding me. So just by holding him up and keeping him there, you give us time to close the distance.
Big bottom, get my collar off then.
If I get to point blank, I get 3 squares away this next turn, and then turn after that, I should be able to plant one on him. Hopefully, while he's in a grapple. And
Let's hope so.
Tommy Lee, are you there?
he's still AFK, mate.
We're going to wait for Dave to return. And then
Sure.
we'll do a little bit of talking you want to do, James, and then he'll get his go. Pardon me.
Unleash the beast within.
Now my My camera's still pretty good at it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Right.
Yeah, it's
coming through
it's
window.
doing good. It's doing good. I can see Hayden now. Yay!
I have turned my lights on.
You haven't, have you?
I surely have.
You have.
But yes. Thank you very much. I have tried playing well with Cletus. He's on best behaviour, Brownie.
Yeah, it's good, mate. It's cool.
He's got a lot of.
I don't want to make you anxious over the collar. I don't know. Like Nixios isn't going to remove that anytime soon. But he's got a job to do. He's not just going to invite the mutants aboard and then take the collars off and expect them to be the best fucking troopers. He's not a dickhead. Quite an intelligent adept.
Okay.
It's only me trying to make you anxious about the colours. I don't think Brownie's trying to do that. It's only me.
Yeah. I don't want to kill anybody like that. In fact, I want to avoid PvP of all kinds. Really.
Yeah. There's no way that can.
Unless it's kind of by mutual consent.
Yeah. I think that's a very sensible.
Then we can have it out or whatever. But it's bad path to walk down, really.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just getting a spiral of kind of contempt for the other player, and you're both trying to kill each other off.
It's
not a good way to play. You know what I mean? It's it's really bad. You know what I mean? You don't want to get your cove.
Yeah, it's doable, but it's
kill. Yeah, it's a dick move, man. You don't want to do.
Johnny,
you don't want to. You don't want to grief your own guys.
You don't want to get your own guys killed. Yeah.
Look, he's better for it. It was bad in the short term, but in the long term, that's called having perspective, gentlemen.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear my kids at the moment. Owen, you're not listening to me. You're being autistic. I was playing to Owen today.
Oh my god!
I was like, no, you're autistic. And I was laughing my head off.
It got you.
I was laughing my head off because I was like, well, I know it's politically correct to say that sort of thing now, but it's just the same word, isn't it? But readdressed.
Yeah. You got your man. You got your
do it either way, aren't they? I was I know I shouldn't laugh, but I mean, it's just the fact that the kids were whatever how PC tried to raise them up, they'll find a new way to call each other spaz.
They will. It's true.
I know it's not bad, but that's what they were doing, and that's why I was laughing, because I was like,
I think that's
whatever, because I'm trying to teach them right. It's still in them to call them whatever is associated with that.
I think I think the S word is should be brought back a bit, because I'm probably
going to get demonetized off the Dave on this conversation.
Honestly, I have S word moments, where I'm just like, oh my god, I'm such an S. So
is Dave not back yet?
He's gone to pick up Leanne.
I want to get some snacks. Brandon's inspired me to get snacks.
Oh, I've had a barbecue this afternoon. It was glorious.
What barbie?
Yeah, did some marinated chicken. Yeah, real nice.
Up today. Had a barbie.
And then I had a lamb steak as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
I spent most of the day.
Good the muscles go in.
Sorry?
That's gotta keep the muscles pumped, don't you? Get some good food down here. Helps it grow, become strong. Not like Lizardman Cletus trying to wrestle a Stormtrooper on the floor. He's going for a bit, but he's not done any damage yet.
No, not yet. Well, yeah, I mean, you've tried,
I'm,
but
I'm feeling like the rectile prehensile tail to make him submit to my mercy, going between the trouser seam at the bottom.
how many times I have to tell you he's wearing full body armor?
There's a seam. There's always a seam.
Yeesh.
Yeesh.
We're not going there with your prehensile tail. That's off the table, Hayden.
Oh, why is it always me? The one who am I the
Like
darkest
to get your
person?
money's worth out of your
No,
character.
no. It's not. Sorry, what's that, mate? What's that?
So he likes to get his money's worth out of his character.
It's just not a line I want to really cross in my campaign. You know, I just don't really want to be going for anal rape. I just don't know if we need that in the game, do we? I don't know if we do.
I don't know.
You know, if you
Like,
want to do right in your game, you're welcome to try. Oh, well, that's right. You already did, didn't you? You did already try.
Oh no, I didn't.
You
I knew what was
tried.
going to
Okay,
happen.
yeah, but you tried to do it. You know. So
I knew
I'm
what was
saying
going
in
to
your
happen,
game, if
and I
you want to go down that road, you
situation.
do as you like. But
Yeah, I knew what was going to
I'm-
happen, and that's why I said sat the combat situation straight after. But it was funny because of the amount of kickoff I got from it, even though I've done it in the safest possible way.
Yeah, this is some place I don't want to go. I had this with Johnny and his Alexa, who's going, "Oh, do you know what I could do? I could probably whore myself out to this guy and make a few extra thrones." I'm thinking, Johnny, I don't want to be your virtual pimp. You know, in a make believe world, and we're gonna, you know, you're gonna keep making money off sleazy old men.
You
Like,
guys,
it's like no, I don't want to do that in my
You
game.
see, we
Come on,
could
guys.
piss with a tumble washer mouth of joy, you know, with all the.
Like I was saying, you're welcome to go anywhere you want in your game and see if you keep your players. But you know, I've got certain
Honestly,
limits and lines.
you two
and we
get
always
hammered in
skirt.
pipe, trying to kill people, jumping into big chungus to sell. You're lucky. You're lucky.
I think we always skirt the line of what's acceptable.
Yeah, we do. We do. My game is just.
Yeah, I nearly passed the because my neighbours pop out for a smoke every now and then. Like, so I thought, right, shall I let them know the quiche safe word in case what they hear?
Yeah, they must think, what on earth is going on? You know, it's like...
Quiche over the fence. They'll be like, oh.
Sorry, guys, we're gonna have to rein it in. We've made James' neighbours use the safe word. Oh.
He's called the police.
Okay, Dave said he's stuck in traffic. There's been an accident at Morrison, so I'll take control of Tommy Lee briefly while he comes back. So what did you want to say to him, James? I don't know if it's anything I can answer or not.
I suppose I was going to say, do you have a god of death in the bayou? And then the turn after, I was going to say, what do you say to the god of death?
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll save that. So you do say that, and Tommy Lee will respond. But I'll wait for Dave to return so he can put his own slant on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Tommy Lee's go, and he's going to try another unnatural aim shot, I think. So manifest the power. He fails to manifest, so he tries to take a regular shot. And he's going to shoot into combat. Single shot with his revolver. So he's at -10.
Maybe you should just aim.
Yeah, I mean, he probably should have done that. He's missed anyway. He'll maybe do that in next turn. Like I say, I've taken control of him and I fluffed his turn. So next up, it is Nixios. You have regained your sight.
Yay!
You're no longer blind.
Don't want to get an award with Alan. Donkey GM.
You always ride me pretty bad, like. in my games, so there's like this,
Alan, that's because you're a donkey GM.
he takes like He takes personal like umbrage every time I like dodge something or anything. He takes it
Yeah,
personally.
it's all good until like you get round to me, and then the rolls hit and the rolls damage, and there's like criticals, and I'm like, no.
The dice decide, man. I don't decide.
Well, Brownie, think yourself lucky you're not either of them's test guinea pig. You lot. You know,
I like to think I share out the trauma. It doesn't.
I
don't
know, but I
target
mean,
anyone.
Dave as well.
I try not to target anyone disproportionately. For
Yeah,
trauma.
but I'm saying Dave as well. Been Dave's test guinea pig for like quite a few quiche moments.
Oh, what's that there? That looks like an open doorway. Okay, so Nyx is gonna run down to there, I think.
So where did you start? Sorry, where was your starting position?
Oh, I don't know. That's
Oh,
17.
there. I'd like you to make an awareness test at the start of your turn, please.
Right. Should get a thing give me sight, shouldn't I?
Oh yeah, you can add a. Okay, you make the test.
Yeah,
Anyway. I was going to say
I
you can.
did add 5 to it, but
Okay. So
you know.
you hear something coming from this room as you head past, and you hear some little squeaky voice and so it says something along the lines of, "It's Humies! Humies are fighting!" And then as you walk past this, as you pass this corridor, you see another servitor down here. Okay, and then also up here you see another
Probably
servitor.
disarm those servitors on the way there. But,
Yeah, they don't look like battle servitors. They.
no, well, there's every chance that they're just relaying information back.
Don't read my notes.
It's
Okay,
probably-
so you're moving to here. Is that run? Did you say?
yeah, 17.
Okay.
18 down to the.
Next up are the Stormtroopers. This Stormtrooper's going to try and break free of Cletus. And a post-drive test, please. Plus 10 for your additional limbs. If you would be so kind. Okay. Stormtrooper breaks out of your grapple. And he is going to flee. Courtney and Cletus, you get an attack of opportunity against him as he flees.
Okay.
So I'd like you to. I'm not sure how this works. I think you just might.
Grapple test again.
No. It's you get like an attack of opportunity. No, I don't think you get a.
Alright, I'm going to smash him.
You can hit him, or you can. Well, you've not really got any weapons to hit with, so you're not in a great position there.
I'll just punch him twice.
Okay. So you slam a couple of fists into him, but you can't. You don't think you can hurt him.
Yeah.
In fact, you probably hurt your hands more. This armor is advanced. You need a weapon, and you look over at Courtney wielding this beautiful axe, and you think, "Damn, wish I had a beautiful axe."
Nice.
Courtney, are you going to make an attack of opportunity, please, against the Stormtrooper as he flees? I'm just need to check how this works. I'm not sure how it works. Just give me a moment. Let me see if I can find out. The attack.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dave,
mate.
you just need to make a time, mate. Do you know how an attack of opportunity works?
Yeah.
You tell me.
When you move away from something, you get a free attack.
You still need
You
to
don't
roll
get any
for-
bonuses to it.
Okay, so please make an attack with your mono axe, presumably.
What about when you get out of a grapple?
How do you mean? What's the question there?
I mean, like, well, it's up to you, I suppose. Like,
Okay, and you add that does add your strength, doesn't it? So you do 8 damage with a pen of 2. So that's minus 7. So you do another 1 wound to the Stormtrooper as he flees. He breaks out. He realizes he's in trouble, and he runs. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And Courtney's going to say after him as he turns to run. You've been a very naughty boy.
We're going to go full Monty Python.
Got me done.
Okay, so the Stormtrooper breaks and runs. This other Stormtrooper takes a shot at Courtney.
No, you dare.
As you goad the running away Stormtrooper, the other Stormtrooper shoots you in the back.
That's
It's
not
a
very
hit.
nice. I'm going to dodge.
He's not a fan of Monty Python.
Heretic.
So where's the Stormy gone now?
He's run down this corridor. So he's run. I'll draw you a little marker.
Hey, I'll dodge it.
Your dodge rolls have been on.
Mm.
It's something like. So he runs this way. You don't know where he runs after that, but that's the way he's ran. Okay, so we have Tommy Lee. Actually, it's not Tommy Lee's go. It's Courtney's go. But for Tommy Lee, but since you're back now, I just want to say, as Nixios was talk to you as he moved past, do you want to just say again what you said to Tommy Lee?
Oh, is there a? Do you believe in a god of death?
And just feel free to talk back because it's in your last turn, Tommy.
I think.
Are you afraid of death? Do you believe in a god of death?
I don't know how to respond to that. I'm going to say, I believe in the planet, what the planet does and what the planet brings, and the planet brings me messages, and I can see our death's coming.
Okay.
And then in the turn after that, I said, what do you say to death? Hey.
Nobody here! Go away!
Okay, yeah, so in your last turn,
that'll keep him at bay.
In your last turn, Tommy, you failed to manifest unnatural aim, and you took a shot, and it was widely inaccurate.
Ooh!
It would have been like a jam.
But it wasn't.
Because I think it's reliable, isn't it, revolvers?
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we then? So Courtney, it's your go.
Yeah, at first, you know, when the guy's going on the music's going, I thought it was one of you guys doing it at first.
Tommy Lee.
I like to give the call to prayer.
Tommy Lee, the cheese is starting to come through.
It's like me when I wake up in the morning. It's like, Anyway, so what I'm going to do
It's too calm.
as the Stormtrooper, basically the Stormtrooper's running away from us, right?
Uh-huh.
The one that just tried to shoot me in the back, she's going to turn on her heel and then extend her hand and then try and lightning bolt him.
Okay, so the one that you're trying to shoot is up here. Do you see that? The lightning bolt is up to the north. Lightning bolt. The range of lightning bolt is 10 meters, unless you overbleed by 5. So you would need an overbleed of 5 in order to be in range.
I'm going to do that.
Okay, so I'd like you to roll 2 dice. Add your willpower bonus to 4. So you're looking for a 17 then to get the required range.
Plus 4. Do it. Yes!
Okay. You hold out your hand, and sparks of lightning start to emit from there, and the lightning shoots off down the corridor, jolting and arcing along the wall of the underdecks, and it slams into your opponent. Let's see if I can. Can you dodge these sort of? Can you dodge psychics? I don't see why not. So I'm going to try and dodge this, Johnny.
He doesn't.
He does not dodge the lightning. Thank you for the witchery.
It's all right.
I don't know if you can only dodge psychics if there's a roll to hit or not, because some of them do make you do a ballistic skill test, don't you? I don't know. I'll say that.
I mean,
if you're hit.
Or a weapon, yeah.
I mean, I don't see why
willpower
not.
check,
So I mean, but I might need to look into that. So anyway, he fails his dodge anyway, so it's regardless. So you do damage. It's D10. Oh, hold on. Let's have a look. So you need 10 points more. Okay, so it's D10 plus 4, which is your willpower bonus.
Oh, I rolled 2d10. Sorry, just let me roll that again.
No. The 2D10 roll was your manifestation.
Oh yeah.
The D10 is your damage. So you do a total of 13 wounds.
Okay.
Let me just check
Oh, sorry.
whether there's any pen on it or anything. Don't think so. So Biolightning, D10 plus 4 damage. So you do 5 wounds
Oof.
to this Stormtrooper. A nasty blow of lightning. And he jolts around as you course lightning through it.
Nice.
Nice work, Courtney. Cletus.
Pleased with that.
You doing, Cletus?
What are you doing, Cletus?
Where did that other guy run?
So do you see the yellow line?
Let me zoom in. Oh yeah, I do.
That's the way you saw him run. What are you doing? Are you running after him?
Yeah. Move as silently as I can.
Are you making a silent move or are you running?
I'm making a silent move because I've got 12.
Okay, so it's 12 then. Okay, so I'd like you to roll silent move as well, please. And I'd also like you to roll concealment at plus 30 for your chameleon. Okay. Right, so that's your go, right, Cletus? Tommy Lee? Everyone else?
So just
Everyone
clarify.
else has rushed.
Yeah, is there a dead guy in the corridor? Have they killed one in the corridor?
You haven't seen anyone be killed.
Okay. I'm gonna go. What's that? Is that another robot thing?
Make an awareness test.
Carrot.
There's nothing there.
Fuck's sake. Why does it keep deselecting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. My laptop's been real slow. It's been a bit clunky. That's me running to there.
Okay. Nixios.
Well, a
What are you
scan
doing?
from the servo school, please.
Okay. Service score pops out at the junction. Make an awareness test at plus 30. Plus 20, sorry. Okay, you detect another Stormtrooper down here. He was
Right, half aim pot shot.
okay,
Aim for his fucking
and you were also scan and detect high levels of electricity along the corridor and also on the Stormtrooper himself.
Will I not have seen those?
You saw the biolightning from Courtney, so
Yeah.
you can put 2 and 2 together.
Right. Oh. Try re-rolling that.
It's half range. It's half range as well, isn't it? Single shot, half range.
It's
half range.
plus 45, but I'm aiming for the head, so it's plus 25.
Okay. That's the bit I was missing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, 1 sec. Let me roll D10, see if I get that back. Oh, it's only on a 9,
It's only on a
unfortunately.
9, is it? Okay.
It's on a 9 or a
So-
10 if you're from the Imperial Guard book, but it's a 9.
Okay.
Okay.
So, accurate weapons, is that an extra d10 for every 2 degrees? Is that like a 2d10
Yeah.
damage, is it?
It's for every degree over, is it? Or is it every 2 degrees over?
Every 2 degrees.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
think it's 2
that's
degrees. So.
2d10. Right. So that is.
Where's the needle rifle?
It's just D10.
Okay, so roll 2d10 then, please.
What's that? 8. And. Oh, it's just 8 plus 2. 10.
Okay, so the needle round, you do find a weak spot in his armor. It penetrates his armor. It does 1 wound, but that's
tough.
enough. That's enough to force a poison resistance.
Yeah.
So it's at -5. He's unaffected by the needle poison.
Okay.
He's made of stern stuff. Nixios, that's your go.
Al, before you go on, I've just remembered I've got the sprint talent.
Okay.
So I can actually
Oh.
move further than I have been doing, but it wouldn't have made a difference because I would have stayed behind. But I'm just going to use a bit of it there on my last turn to get to that corner and just peek around the corner.
Not a problem. Well, you see the Stormtrooper. He's still crackling with electricity, and he's just taken a shot from Nixios as well. And he's staggering back, jolting around and flinching.
Where is he? Sorry, I don't see him.
Do you not see him? So what I don't mind you doing is if you want to like peek your model round slightly.
Yeah.
So you can look round corners. I don't mind, if you just move around just for a better line of vision, because you can put your head round,
yes.
can't you? If you see the guy here, he's at this position. So even though your token's there, I don't mind you just for practical sake, just sneaking around so you can see
Yeah,
a little bit more.
I don't see him, and I didn't see what this position was either that you indicated.
Do you know you don't see him? Because I'm trying to look through your token's eye and I can see him. So I'm not sure what's going on.
Give me a clue. Give me a direction.
Straight north. Can you see where I'm pinging on the map?
Oh, I can just see his health bar. Yeah, and sorry, I thought that was a bit of a lighting effect. I can see his aura now.
Yeah, he's just poking. I mean, the reason you can say very little of him because he's just poking his head round and his arm, so he's taking up cover.
Yeah, no problem.
So what are you doing?
It's not my turn, is it?
Not? Oh, sorry, it's Nixios who went. So it's Stormtroopers. Okay. Okay, so Stormtrooper 1. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Just gonna do that and that. Okay. Courtney, it's your go.
Courtney is going to move forward with her hands still extended outwards and lightning bolt this guy again.
Okay, so the lightning is a half action, I believe.
Yeah. And I'll just do half action.
You can make a half move. So
Okay.
I think that's free for you, unless you've got high agility.
No, I've got agility 3. With agility bonus is 3.
So move a 3 then for your half action.
Okay, let's get to where I am. So where's the dude? He's up there, isn't he? So
he's due north. Can you see him?
Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm just going to extend her hand and try and do the lightning bolt thing again.
Okay, he's now in range, so you don't need any overbleed.
Okay.
Well, if you do get 10 points of overbleed, then you'll do more damage.
Okay, so it's 2d10 plus 4, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Lightning dances like a crackle of electricity behind her eyes. Seems to dance behind her eyes, and then she fires. She's gonna do it.
Yeah, that's a successful manifestation. No perils. Does
Okay.
D10 plus 4 damage.
Okay. He is Electro Boy.
Oh, I missed actually my shot with him, so I will take a shot. But you carry on. You
Okay.
can still do this. But I
Okay.
didn't actually take an action with that Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
My bad. So you've done a total of 10. You do 1 wound
Okay.
to the Stormtrooper.
Mhm.
He's going to take a shot back at you, Courtney.
Okay.
It's a hit.
Okay.
Would you like to dodge?
I would love to dodge. Dodge. Yep.
Your dodge has been on point today. The shotgun misses.
Awesome.
Can't land a shotgun blast on Courtney today. It's impossible. So Courtney's had her go back round to Cletus. You with us, buddy?
Inconceivable.
Right. Can I
With us,
see
buddy?
any?
You're like struggling a bit there, mate.
I'm all right. I'm
Are
with
you
you.
all right?
Yeah.
We'll only go on for maybe 15 minutes unless you want to.
Well, we're nearly at 11, aren't we? So
We are nearly there. So.
Well, good. So, can I see any of these Stormtroopers? What they're shooting at? Or?
Well, say so. You've moved. You can hear
I've moved
shots
one.
coming from behind you. So you move 1. I mean, what can you see? Let's have a look.
No, not much.
There is. You can see a Stormtrooper up ahead to the north.
All right. Can I make a charge move to that Stormtrooper?
Quite probably. You've got a huge charge range, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's the last 4 have to be in a straight line. So yes, you can. So what is it? 1 to there, and then what's your charge? Is it 18 or something?
Yeah, something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, so you can probably make that, can't you?
Charge 18, yeah.
Okay, move yourself.
Hello. Wherever you've gone, Mister. So, where's the man?
He's
Can you
due
move?
north of you. Can't you move yourself?
I can. Oh, I see that red blob.
Yeah. Red aura that means he's a baddie. Okay, you charge in. Are you going to grapple him, presumably?
Yes.
Okay, make a grapple roll.
Yes.
Yes. Very good.
Frank, off the table. No, Frank. No, Frank. No.
Okay, so you move in. You go in with your first hand, and he parries that with his forearm. Then you go in with the second hand, and he parries that as well with his gun. The third arm, and then the tail come around, and you finally get him in a grapple. But you have hard work to lock it in, but you do so. But he seems a bit more kind of wary of what he's facing, and he seems to have adapted somewhat. So I rolled a 7 for my grapple, and I thought, I've definitely won this one.
I've rolled a 6.
And you rolled a 6, and you're.
Got plus 10.
Actually, no, it's that a draw. So you've got plus 10, so yours is 3 degrees. So I've got 3 degrees success as well. What happens if it's a draw? Because these guys are on strength.
Is it 3 point what or whatever?
I don't know.
What's
I don't know. I'm not sure.
What's
I rolled a 7
What's
on
your
40.
strength?
His strength 40, and I rolled a 7.
I've rolled
But
a 6
I don't know if you go down to points of degree
on
success.
43, so I think that just beats you by like 0.3 degrees, something like that.
It starts.
I'm not sure how it works.
It's degrees of success, and then after
Yep.
that, if there's a tie with degrees of success, you do the lowest roll.
Right, so you do get hold of him, Cletus, but you have a hard work. He manages to parry, the first 3 kind of moves of your grapple, but you've still got, you've still got a limb left after that. So you do lock him in, but he's making hard work of it.
Yes.
Tommy Lee,
I have a very important question to ask you, Alan.
please
Is
do.
there any blood on the floor from this
Is
fight?
there any blood on the floor? So we've had. Yes. Yes, there is blood on the floor. After the. Actually, no, he was firestormed. I'm trying to think if anyone's hurt him with an. Did you hit him with the axe? I think Johnny hurt him with the axe, didn't you?
Yep.
So yeah, there's a dash of blood from where Courtney struck him with the axe. Don't you like blood, Tommy?
Yeah. I'm going to see the blood, and I'm going to go. And I'm going to start going a bit fucking loopy. And I'm going to. 1,
Good.
2, 3. I'm going into that space there.
Safe space.
Tommy, as you move into this room, you see a red-robed man with a metal face and a metal arm, and a strange kind of snake-like metal component coming out of his back.
All right.
He's armed with a pistol.
Okay.
And also,
I'm gonna
some sort of, it looks like almost like a short halberd.
Okay. Short halibut.
Halberd, not halibut. That would be ridiculous. And I don't approve of farce in my games, unless you've ever noticed.
Like dog.
This is a very sensible game. It's not a silly game at all.
And I'm going to yell at the top of my voice, Miss Nixios, we got one in here! Gonna make you squeal, piggy! And I'm going to take a shot at him. An unaimed shot. So what am I? I'm close. Single shot plus
Yep.
20.
Where's
He's tucked in behind cover, Tommy.
See here.
So let's have a look. Yes, you saw him. Yeah, that's Tommy there.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I see.
So he's tucked in behind cover. So unless you do a cold shot, you might hit this kind of metal component that he's hiding behind.
Uh-huh.
Would you like to make a cold shot, or you've actually rolled? Is that
No, I'm not making a cold shot. I'm just shooting, and I've missed on a 97.
Yeah, the bullet just slams into this metal tank that he's hiding behind.
Uh-huh.
And liquid starts to seep out of the tank.
Okay.
Nixios. Oh, Brownie's not with us.
Oh no. Well,
You say this man looks like one of the robot men hybrid things.
No, it's different. He is a robot man hybrid, but this one actually seems not like a servitor zombie, a lobotomized servant. This man actually looks like he's a real person.
I think I understand what you might be telling me, but Tommy Lee would.
But Tommy Lee doesn't understand now.
No. Tommy Lee don't care.
Tommy Lee is past care. Just gonna go get a drink.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep on walking forward in full stealth regalia.
What you won't do, Hayden, is just run into one, chuck him into the corridor to let us shoot the fuck out of them. Just throw them on the floor. Let us shoot them and go grab another one.
That's
Just
actually a
throw
good
'em all.
idea.
Throw them all out into the
Yeah.
corridor and let us fucking gang up on them and beat the shit out of them.
That's all we've got. That's all we've got at the minute.
Welcome back, Nixios. It's your go.
Cheers. Half aim, shoot the same Stormy that I'd shot before.
Okay. It's a cold shot again because he's in cover.
Well,
Well,
it
take a
doesn't
cold
have
shot.
to be, does it? But I
No,
will.
it doesn't. No, it doesn't have to be. I'm asking you.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's. Hang on. Is that right?
I think you made a cold shot to the head last time, didn't you? Or...
I did, yeah. Come on, baby.
Oh no! What's gone on with your normal reliable ballistics?
Well, I'm at range, mate. I'm not a point blank,
Okay. So
and I'm
that's a
aiming.
miss.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a miss. It just shoots into the corner that he's hiding behind. The stormtrooper against Cletus is going to try and break out of the grapple.
Oh no.
You can take him off.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he put up a bit of resistance to start with, but now you just have an advantage due to the number of limbs you have, and you get him firmly in a grapple. He's not going anywhere, you don't think. The other stormtrooper goes to his belt, pulls out a grenade, and throws it.
I'm going to try and point the trooper's body towards the grenade.
You're not near this stormtrooper.
Oh, okay.
The other stormtroopers in a different room to you. Okay, so he rolls to hit. Okay, a grenade is... Stop the witchery. Okay, so the grenade lands here.
Okay.
And there's a terrible burst of light that will affect Tommy Lee, Courtney, and Nixios, unless you can either dodge or make a toughness roll.
I'll take a dodge, I think, for that one.
You have... No, that was last turn. Go on.
Is it
Well,
not
that's it.
so? We're not getting
Pardon?
no toughness roll.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Shield my eyes. Hang on a second.
Well, so is it one or the other, Al?
Both. As in,
Okay.
it's a dodge. It's a dodge roll. If you make the dodge, you don't need to make the toughness test.
Uh-huh.
If you fail both, then you'll be blinded.
Straight toughness test.
Straight toughness.
Take the test.
No, I failed.
Okay, Tommy Lee, it's bright, but it's not as bright as the Mousma gets sometimes.
I've seen things. Things in the light.
Okay, so Courtney and Nixios, you are blinded. I'd like you to roll a d5.
Wait, can I use a... Have I got... I'm just going to check if I've got another fate point.
You do. You've got 2.
I'm going to
Really?
use a fate point.
I
Yeah,
know. It
Yes,
feels
Dave.
wrong, doesn't it? It feels wrong.
It does. It does feel wrong.
We need to do something about that, Alan.
Yeah. I mean, I did think I'll just maybe take them both off him because he displeases the gods, but having be cursed by Zeech or something. Okay, so Johnny.
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, you're probably gonna dislike me for this, James, but everyone else avoids the blinding, but you're blinded. I like you to roll a d5 for how many turns is that? 5 turns as well?
Yep.
Oh no. Oh,
Nixios needs a fucking photo flash visor.
Ooh. I think that would only let me re-roll my toughness, to be honest.
Have you got any rerolls left, Brownie?
No.
I'm surprised. James normally has at least 4 per character, doesn't he?
Courtney, it's your go.
It's just rolling a 9. Like, do I roll a 9 or not?
She's going to keep walking towards this stormtrooper, and then she's going to lightning bolt him again. Like, where is my chicken sandwich with crisps on the side? And then just zap him with a bolt of electricity. So let's see.
Okay, for a brief second, the Stormtrooper just looks at you as if he can't fully understand the question.
And I zap him.
And then you zap him with lightning.
And then
roll-
I zapped him.
So that's a pass, is that right?
Yeah.
Is that your roll, Johnny? Oh, yes. it is,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
So that's
and,
a pass, but...
And that's the damage. But what? Apparels.
But apparels. I would like you to roll a D100.
Oh, yes. I love
You know-
this.
You love the peril rolls, do you?
Yep.
Because you'll be getting plenty more of those.
Tell me where they came from.
D100, please, sir.
84. Oh, yeah.
84.
It's got to be a bloodletter.
Okay.
Come on.
Perils of the warp. Invoking the psychic power calls down a maelstrom of warp energy power. Firstly, you gain a corruption point
Yes.
for perils roll, and then you need to roll another D100.
Oh, God.
Don't roll 100.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, please don't.
I've run out of fate points as well, so I can't really. Close.
Oh, that's bad.
Okay. Demon host. The psychic
God.
must immediately pass a very hard willpower test, or be
Okay.
possessed by a demon.
Oh
Awesome.
God.
Oh, now hang on a sec. Only if it. Oh, this is awful.
Okay. So
This is okay. So this is very bad indeed. Create an unbound demon host. So what's going to happen here, Johnny? Let's make your test.
I failed it.
You failed. Of course, you failed it. Oh, Johnny. Okay,
Yes, Papa.
so you are assailed by a malignant
I've been
demon
waiting.
from the
I've been waiting
warp.
3 years for this.
Now,
Goody. Have you got my cheese? Have you got my sandwich?
so what's going to happen now is I basically think you become a monstrous, horrific demon that's going to attack your fellows, if I'm not mistaken.
No, surely not.
Now, if you want to burn a fate point, I'll let you avoid this horrible fate. The only way that the psych will be freed is if they destroy the demon host, which may well kill you anyway.
Yeah.
So this is an incredibly bad scenario.
Okay.
And I would suggest that maybe burning a fate point
I'll burn a fate point.
would be the correct response.
Yeah, I'll burn a fate point for that one.
Too many fate points.
You jinxed me. You jinxed me.
They both did. They said don't roll 100. Some
Damn you guys! I'm on 21 corruption points from 20. What does that mean?
That means you're gonna have to. Oh, actually, I think you've already got your malignancies already. So you've
Yeah.
already rolled. You've already got your 2 malignancies. From
Oh,
your
good.
20
It's when you get
already.
to
So it's when you got
when you get to
30,
30.
and then you become a mutant.
The sheet has been
So,
adjusted. Do I zap
thank
this guy
you.
a bit more? It's okay.
Okay, so the power does go off, but before we continue, Johnny, just please allow me a moment. So, in your mind's eye, you see a terrible, corpulent monster staring at you with a huge, ugly, cutting knife, as if one used for cutting meat. And
A
he laughed. And he
Chicken?
laughed. No chicken for you. No, he doesn't say that. and he
He
laughed.
should. He should say that. That's exactly what he should say.
I'm sorry, but this guy is not going to reference your chicken sandwich
Okay.
because that would be ridiculous, and I don't approve of farce, utter silliness in my role plays.
Press to the side.
It's a sensible game. What are you guys on about? Anyway, but you see this horror, this monster staring at you and laughing and laughing and laughing, but then you snap away from it, and you feel that you have averted a terrible fate, not just for you, but for all your companions. And you realise that you nearly lost control. You nearly killed everyone.
Oops.
Again. Roll for your... And you rolled your damage already, didn't you, for the lightning? Is that your damage up there? You did a 10 hit points of damage.
Yeah.
So you do 1 wound.
Oh.
Stormtrooper.
Oh.
And his body is still coursing with electricity, and he's still flinching and jolting. And that is where we shall leave it for